Yeah, so hey guys, we are back with another live stream of LUC finals after a long 8 days of competitive, fierce battles amongst 20 teams. Two teams have come to the top, Frolic Esports and Obscene Elite. And they are going to be battling out in the best of five today to see who comes out on top and gets the win. And today I have Levelup Boyd as my co-caster with me.
Yeah, thank you, Chief, for introducing me. So, yeah, as we know, today we have OE versus Frolic, the finale, the way to the invitational. So, yeah, like we know yesterday, OE went as a team. We know OE as a good as a team. We know Frolic also. Like we saw OE went going for that reverse sweep yesterday, and Frolic stomping smile squad yesterday. So, yeah, today I'm very excited for the matches, and I'm just like my favorite is a little bit extended to Frolic side because I saw a storm from them yesterday. So I think they are in the what they are up they means they are in their good forms and all. So I am expecting another storm by them. But what about you, Chief? What do you expect here?
Well, I'm more inclined towards supporting Obscene Elite because I have known them for quite some time, and these guys are really OP players, especially the jungler, especially the Danish. Yesterday we saw Danish, getting the triple kills for the Jilson, but not to take anything away from FES, FES Goku, okay, because we saw Penta coming out by him, we saw Quad coming out from him as well.
I see players haven't joined yet, so till the time they join, let's go to the strat sheet and talk. Let me yeah, the strat sheet will be up sooner. So yeah, let's talk about like we know Brom being banned the most time. What's your opinion on that? We saw yesterday the Brom was the most banned champ again amongst all the bans.
Yep, and we did see like Brom actually playing really good, like OE Goku playing Brom really good. So that's the reason, right? Brom obviously being one of the best supports.
We saw an 33% ban on Evelyn also. I have seen like either so the stat sheet is up. You can see for me. So yeah, if you see the YouTube right now, there is now. Let's talk about side stats. Like blue team has 152. Like if a team has gotten the blue side, they have 150. Like it gives you 52% of chance of a win rate. Like 52% win rate on blue side, 48% win rate on red side. Baron stats increased by 2%. Yesterday we had 92%, and today we
Yes.
have 94%. What's your thought on the increase in average time, match duration?
That's what we have been seeing consistent rise in the increase in the match duration, right? Because it was 15 minutes or 48 seconds in the first few rounds, and during the finals it has been just increasing a few more seconds. Now it's 16 minutes and 11 seconds. Well, all I would say about this is cause most teams not preferring to go proper engages. They are just waiting out so that they can catch people out and then go for a proper engage, a proper 4 versus 5 or 4 versus 4 as well.
We can see in the mid lane, Diana picked most, and Yasuo also means Diana and Yasuo being picked most. But we have seen lot of Diana yesterday. If you remember, Bam Bam played Diana. Even OE's mid laner played Diana. So yeah, lot of Diana being coming up there. Even when Frolic was also playing, their mid laner played a Diana one game, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, what do
Yeah, we
you
did
think
see
about?
Zin picking Diana and Weightlogs picking Diana, and both of them have been doing excellently well on Diana. I think I do expect to see a Diana pick if it's not banned on any of the teams.
No. And we know Alistair as that most tanky support out there. So yeah, being picked the most. And then we see Seraphine and Brom had means Alistair, Seraphine and Brom had a consistent pick of 7 times. Like out of the 8 games, they have been picked 7 times. Out of the 12 games. Sorry, my bad.
Well, for like for picks and support, Seraphine and Alistair actually are one of the best supports, right? Because not usually a lot of people go for the Janna support, not a lot of people go for Lux support because we are kind of in a harder skill cap to play than a Brom and Alistair, or even a Seraphine for that instance.
On our bot lane, we can see Kaisa being picked most. We have seen her picked 12 times. Oh, by the way, guys, there have been 17 matches. It was my wrong. I just did a wrong calculation there. So we had a total of 17 matches. And right now, if we consider today's top 5 games, like it's a best of 5. If the game extends to BO5, it will be 22 games. So we'll have a stat sheet on 22 games. But let's discuss it now. Like Kaisa being picked 12 times out of 17 times. And Korki also. Like ADC, what do you think? In my opinion, I see Kaisa being picked the most, but I have like my predictions were like we were gonna see Ezreal or even Jinx, but seeing a Corki there on the second most picked champion in ADC, I'm shocked.
Well, the fact being that Kaiser is obviously one of the better marksmen out there, along with Asriel, but we are not seeing a lot of Asriels in this matter. And like, even for tournaments, because and coming to the Corki pick, and now that Corki got a nerf on the package, there are much better mid laners than Corki, right?
Yeah,
So
they're
it's
much.
better to play Corki in the ADC lane than in the mid lane. So that's why I guess there's an increase of Corki picks in the ADC lane.
We see in jungle Wukong, the king of the jungle, Monkey King, and Jarvan. Like we have seen Sage, OE Sage play. Like he plays Jarvan so well, so nicely. His micro gameplay on Jarvan is so good. It's a treat to watch there. And like in Baron Lane, we see Darius, Malphite, and Fiora having the most pick rate out there. So yeah, no surprises there, I guess.
But I would see, like, I want to see a Camille versus Fiora today as well, because yesterday's Camille versus Fiora was really OP to watch.
So yeah,
I would
what are
feel
your
like this
thoughts?
coming
Yeah,
out.
sorry to cut you there.
No,
So
go ahead, you
yeah,
can go ahead.
yeah. So what are your thoughts on top bans?
A top bans Akali, yes, we like yesterday. I think the Akali percentage of bans is just because of yesterday, because Akali was banned in nearly 4 out of 6 games yesterday in the semi-finale, because we saw Akatsuki from Eliminate Esports destroy Wei in the first game with this Akali going almost 15-2.
Akali was a threat yesterday. We saw how Bam Bam played that Akali against one of the Kaisas, if I remember, and he was demolishing that Kaisa.
Yes, they
Never,
are double losing the Kaiser, right? Because if anyone can get to the backline and just what the ADC can do.
yeah. So we see Akali at a 47% ban rate with a 47% of ban rate, and Braum contending him at the same percentage of ban rate, 47% of ban rate. Then we see Alistair at 35%. Like Braum having more percentage of ban. Like still, I'm not knowing how is Braum at the top. Has the most ban rate currently because I was following SEM meta. I was watching PPGL and this Icon series, Luzon, South Luzon, and there we saw much more of an Alistair ban compared to Braum ban. I never saw a Braum ban there.
Well, at least in the Indian meta, people prefer going more Brom than Alistar, because Brom just provides much more utility, right? He has the dash, he has the shield, he has the passive, which is the most important thing about Brom.
Yeah. So apart from that, Gragas Katrina being banned, no surprise. She is too good for a snowball champion. If she gets fed, if she is fed early, she can be a painful. Means she just shreds you. She just demolishes you, and if she gets reset, you know what she can do.
Yeah, if she gets a reset and then she can just wipe you out, right? She can get an ace in a 1 versus 5 situation as well. So that's what making Katrina so much ban worthy. 35% ban rate in this LUC tournament.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on MVPs like mid lane getting 40%, 47% of MVPs, ADC 47%, and jungle 6%?
Well, the fact being, mid lane is the most broken lane. You have Diana, you have Katrina, you have Jix, so it's pretty obvious for the mid lane to get MVP.
Kill count, we see one pentakill, one quadra kill, but we see a nine triple kill. Means out of 17 games, people really got 9 triple kill overall throughout this tourney. So yeah, triple
Well, we
kills.
do remember the misfortune getting the pentakill, right? That was fucking insane. And also, the
That's
quadrikill was
brutal.
giving out on Kaisa, right? Was it Kaisa or was it a misfortune?
If I remember, the squadra was on a Kaisa. Let's see. Like I don't remember correctly. It's hazy a little bit. So while we were talking about these pick rates, this strat sheet, our players have arrived. We see OE settled in the customs, and I think Frolic is just missing one player. Then they are looking back. We see Zin, Dimly, XP, Goku OP, and I think one of their member is just missing there.
Yes, and also, guys, if you're new to the streams, just make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are just 7 subscribers away from 350 subs, so it will mean a lot to us if you could subscribe to the channel and also share the stream. Today's like aim is going to be 75 likes, so it would mean a lot to us if you could get us to 75 likes.
So guys, we at the end of today, whoever wins, like you guys had that link. Remember, Chief, we have a giveaway. Can you let our audience know about that also?
Yes, also, guys, we have a giveaway going on right now. All you have to do for that is just predict who's going to be winning this finals. All your prediction really counts for us. Just put in a hashtag OE or hashtag FES, and you'll be taken into consideration for the giveaway.
So, as I think audience can see it on the screen right now, and the players are telling themselves to come on Discord because the lobby glitch is happening these days. Opponent players listening to you like this has happened to me. I think it might have happened to you also. Did it?
Well, I think it's a roster change coming out of OE because it's not Goke playing today. It's some guy named Hades playing today.
Okay. No,
So do you feel it's going to be putting them at a disadvantage because after playing all these matches with Goke and suddenly having a support change in the finals?
But as I have seen Goke plays, he have been a very good support, as you know, a support is a backbone for the team. Like support is a playmaker. His job isn't to execute and all, but his like if you are playing such as a Braum or an Alistair, you are the one who is initiating the fight. So if you initiate a fight in a good way, like in a better way, then it's easier for your team to execute everything. So Goke being that kind of support, I really loved his play on Alistair Braum. I have been watching him throughout this Tony, and he's been very consistent. So yeah, his presence will be missed here. Like it might affect OE on their overall gameplay, as per my thoughts.
So exactly, and both the teams are going to be starting the ban pretty soon. And yes, I do feel like it's going to be affecting their finals gameplay.
Yeah, means we know Goke as a support. Like him personally. I have seen him play. I have seen him throughout this tourney. I have been keeping track of all the players, and I have seen that Goke is actually a very good support out there. So OE not having Goke can be like I don't know Hades. Like he might just become their uh, trump card for today. But yeah, anything can happen.
Yes. And also, we see the first set of bans coming out. We see a Alsta ban coming out of OE. I don't know, Gregas ban following up on that by FES. Well, these are
Okay.
pretty standard bans, right? Because we did see like a percentage rise in the increase in Gregas and Alsta bans.
And we see Galio being banned from Angry's side. And let's see what they do ban. Like Frolic, what they do answer that with.
Galio ban coming out. We don't usually see a lot of Galio bans coming out, right? Because it might be some strategy to maybe go for the AP jungler, like Evelyn or something.
Like pardon, but there was some kind of background noise, so I couldn't hear you properly.
No, but we don't usually see a lot of Galio bans, right?
No, like I wouldn't like Galio ban is still a viable option because you know how much late game if he's a mid laner he can be painful, but as a support he isn't that much of a threat. But yeah, he'll still be pokey in your and at the bot lane. Like if he's at the bot lane, he and his support, he and his ADC will have that pressure on you that they'll always have that lane priority. So you might be prone to ganks or tower type. But yeah, Galio can be banned, not be banned. It's up to the team. Like what do they want, what do they not want. And if Galio is being banned, I would suggest them to go with some AP heavy champions. So yeah, they won't have that MR resistance.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And on that note, we see the next ban coming out as well. It's going to be a Jix ban.
Hmm. Okay, we see a Ziggs ban from Frolic side, so they are denying that heavy poke that Ziggs brings on the table. So yeah, we
And
see
so
Vitrox playing.
now that all
Do
the
you
bans have been come out, what do you think? What do you feel like the picks are going to be?
see? I'm expecting to see Vitrox, Annie, and I have seen you have seen yesterday how Vitrox played Annie. Like he was too good with
Yeah,
Annie,
this
and
we talked on his Annie yesterday. He got like some 8 kills, 805 KDA, man. That was such an insane game by of Annie coming out by Beatrox yesterday.
and we know Tanish how good he is with his Kaisa.
He is gone on his guys, and yesterday there was another very good quality player. I think it was Akotsuke.
On the other hand, we know XP as a jungler, he's too good on his Wukong engage. He's too good on his Wukong. Jin, I think Jin is their mid laner if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Chief, correct me.
Legend is their mid laner.
Yeah, and we see Jin playing Galio there yesterday, and he was pretty good with that Galio. So overall, I cannot choose a team, but yeah, yesterday the form I saw Frolic in, like they were stomping and all, and we see Froza joining their top laner has joined them, and I think the matches will start soon. Can we ask them to like? Let's ask them if these guys are ready. We'll start the match.
Both these teams seem to be ready, and both of these teams are really hyped. And I hope the audience, the people who are watching right now, are also hyped because this is the finals of LUC Champions Rising, and it's going to be best of 5. So much more of a 3 to watch.
So yeah, we see a start signal from pressing 2 OP, and I'll be going in. So guys, the match will be starting now.
Just the match is starting now, and then I think it's gonna be a Diana pick, maybe first one.
I guess Diana. Let's see. OE has given priority to Angry. So let's see
Angry
what
is the Baron, you know. So
Baron
maybe we
lane.
might be seeing. Okay, it's a Braum pick coming out.
Okay, they
Okay, so
banned
pretty
Alistair.
nice securing the Braum after banning the Alistair.
Hmm.
And also we're seeing a Kaisa being hovered by Goku OP because I think it's the proper move to just deny Tanish from getting his Kaisa back.
Kaisa being picked there. We see Darius coming up from Hades side. Okay, Braum and it might happen like Hades will switch with Braum, and Angry will go Darius, and Hades will go Braum there.
Yep, the archers can be stopping out, but I do. Darius pick is one of the most dominant Baron picks in this meta, right? But that's none of the good Baron now which actually matches with Darius apart from maybe Fiora or maybe a Camille. And yes, we do see a Camille being picked out. Like it's gonna be a proper Baron lane matchup for Camille versus Darius.
No, so on the other hand, I think Chief, there's some kind of background noise like that, some kind of weather and all. Can you adjust that?
Oh yeah, I just switched off the AC. Sorry for that.
Mhm. Hmm.
I hope it's proper now.
Ah, yeah, it's proper now. So yeah, we see Vitrox going with that Annie, Sage going with that Lee Sin. Darius coming from like both the teams have pretty good team fight comps. Okay, is that Lux support being picked by Dimbly there? Yeah,
It's
both.
a luck support. I think this is the first time we are seeing a luck support in tournament, or maybe we
No,
have
this
seen
is
it
the
once or
second
twice
time.
before.
Second time. I have this. I have the Excel sheet where I have been putting all that, and Lux support is the second time. We saw Lux support in one of the games, but that didn't happen that well. So yeah, means it didn't go that well, and that Lux and her team did lose the game. So yeah, I'm just surprised. Like Lux support coming in, they going for poke and all with Lux? Will that Lux be going AP, or healing Lux with Ardent Sensor or Harmonic Eco? I'm just looking forward to that.
And this game, we did see the Lee Sin actually be playing very good in yesterday's game. Lee Sin actually turning the whole fight in favor of the Annie, just making sure the Annie gets fed. And do you think it's going to be repeated today?
Like I cannot see Lee Sin, yesterday did go for that tower dives and on. He jumped on that Katrina there. So yeah, I guess he might help Annie to get fed like the last game, like Sage did. Sage as a jungler is too good. We have seen him on his Jarvan. We have seen him on his Lee Sin. So overall, we means OE can depend upon Lee Sin for that early advantage.
Yes,
But
and
XP, as I told, XP as a Wukong is also too good. So, like, I think the skill gap between these two are pretty much even.
we see the shield coming out first by Braum. Is that pretty unique? Because we usually see the S1 come out by Braum, right?
Hmm.
Leveling up the shield in level 1. I don't think it's a good idea.
No, it's a great idea. Like what happens. Yeah, your S1 gives you a range attack, which eventually helps your team to proc Brom's passive if they auto attack that enemy. But if you open your shield and just go and stand in front of you and keep auto attacking him, that also procs Brom's passive. So that's another good way, and you get that mitigation from Brom's shield. So either way, it depends how you are going to use that strat.
Yes. And also, again, that is a giveaway going on. All you have to do is predict which team is going to be winning, and you'll be entered for the giveaway.
So, yeah.
As we can see in the bottom lane, the Corki is just showing the wave into Kaisa's face. There's not really much the Lux can do, right? Unless and until she gets her root and her the shielding ability, Lux is just to trash the board.
No, we are seeing Lux standing up there, just standing there. I think there's some kind of net issue or what? No, we saw a moment. Yeah, Lux started moving, but at the top we see Darius and Camille standing in front of each other. Are they going for a mid end? Yeah,
Oh
these
yes, I
guys.
do feel like there's some maintenance issues. So I guess we will be having a rematch. Because both the teams are just coming out mid and just trying to just end the
Meanwhile,
game
Annie got a
pretty
kill on
quick.
Akali, but I guess we might be just seeing a reset here.
Yes, I guess this is going to be this is because of the Camille is lagging. I think.
Uh, so yeah, guys. So guys, there's some. It seems that there was one of the team is facing some net issues, and they are looking for a reset. So yeah, we'll be going to reset. But yeah, will they go with the same picks or same banks? I guess they will.
Yep, I think it's going to be the same balance because now it's the finals. We can't allow for any new doubts coming out. I think it's supposed
Like
to be the same balance and same
same
picks.
bands and same picks also. We cannot allow them to change. So yeah, we'll be going with that only. So yeah, guys, you'll be saying same champions. But Zen on his yesterday I saw Zen playing that Galley there, but today he's on that Akali, and Bam Bam means how Akali is, how troublesome she becomes. You have seen Bam Bam play Akali and how he handled that.
But we might be seeing similar performance coming out of Jin as well because from what I know, I have seen Jin play really hard carry on Akali.
Okay, so you have some personal experience or personal opinion on that. Okay, I'm looking
Yes, I
forward
have
to
seen
that.
a lot with him.
Yeah, let's. I'm just seeing like yeah, they all are gathered mid. After 5 minutes, we are just gonna see a what surrender from one of the teams side. By the way, guys, OE is on the blue side and Frolic is on the red side. Just for the clarification there. Yeah. What do you think about Lux actually against a Brom? Because we saw that OE denied that tanky support to from Frolic. Frolic, they didn't want Frolic to get that tanky support, and they went for that, and they played it smart. They made it look like Angry is going first pick, and he went and picked Brom for them.
Well, that doesn't really matter because you can just swap around, right? So it doesn't matter in a competitive scene unless you're in a ranked game where you definitely you want to be playing your one trick hero. So it doesn't matter in a competitive 5 versus 5 scene when where all of you have all the champions.
Like yeah, it's I think it's 3:30 seconds. I just hope that they just do a reset because I'm just waiting for the match to start. I'm looking forward to this Akali, by the way. What you are looking forward to?
Well, if the Akali has the outlet potential, if she can get to the backline, just going in for the kill on Corki, going for the kill on Nani, then there's nothing much even the Braum can do to defend her.
We are
And
seeing
also
that
seeing
players
that
are
they have a Camille, they have a Wukong, both of them they have to go in deep, locking down some champion and just forcing a kill onto them. I think Akali is a pretty good pick.
like we see that they have some lockdown kind of champs. Like Camille is on the lockdown. Wukong on his health. Yeah, it's kind of a lockdown for me. Like you, yeah, he just goes in with his clone and like he has two times that knock up on Wukong. The knock up you get that for the two times. So yeah. Oh, I think the blue team here has sorry, the red team here has a good engage on with the help of Wukong. But we cannot forget how Annie's and Corky's packages can change everything, and even Brom's ult.
Yes, Brahmas can actually disrupt the whole ending team fight also. Also, Darius is just for the cleanup. If Darius can end up getting one of the kills and he resets his ultimate, it's just gonna be pretty huge. You can just go in for back-to-back kills. You can go and kill the Lux. You can go and kill the. You can go and kill the Kaiser. You can go and kill the Akali. None of them are really very tanky in the red side. It can be pretty
Yeah,
if
like
he can
as a
if he can
frontliner, they
reset this
only
ulti.
have like no, like to be very honest, if you do not know, Camille is enough tanky on herself as you know her passive. Like it's annoying. You even know that it gives her so much of outplay potential. Like that physical shield, that MR shield she gets. You have seen her. Have you been a victim to Camille's outplay potential ever?
Well, I have been baited by Camille. I try to go chase a 0 HP Camille, and she can just dash away with using the hook shots, and the team can just follow up and kill me. I've been such a stupid.
Because even I have been in that situation. So yeah, have happened to me a lot. Yeah. So yeah, Chief, I'll be inviting you in.
Yes, the match is
Okay,
going to be
once.
restarting. Yes, Cathode match is going to be restarting. It seems the Camille has some internet issues, so we are going to be restarting this match, and that is going to be just going to be same picks and same bans again.
We're just going to see same picks and same. Chief, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah. So guys, we are going for the same picks and same bands. By the way. Mm. So yeah, let's go with the pick. I think they will be starting. I'll just let the players know. Same picks,
Level
same band, same bands.
don't you
No change. Um, I
don't change the
think
level.
you
Just
did let
inform the
the
draft. Inform the players that there's not going to be any change in the draft.
yeah, guys. Not to ruin the excitement and all. We are just going with the same picks and same bands, and to maintain the integrity of the finals. So yeah, on that. I think Frolic is again missing one of their last players. I hope he joins in soon.
Again, in India, if you inform the management before 1 minute or before 2 minutes, you can actually have a restart. That's how it works in India.
Like the game hasn't launched for us, so it's hard to get that proper pings for us sometimes. By the way, guys, oh, those of you who don't know, Eken is from our PH roster lineup. He's one of the players of he is the one of the players of our PH lineup.
Yes, he's one of the best players in the PNS lineup, and he's over here to support us in this team.
We see Vreek in the chat, by the way.
Yes, all big names in the chat.
Ninja Blade, Vreek. So yeah, I think Frolic is. I think he's the Frolic's fifth guy has just went for a restart. He'll be coming in. I'm just waiting for the match to start.
Seems like the reconnection is taking quite some time. So we'll just be right back with once the player is online and ready to play the match. Also, guys, thanks for getting 30 likes in the stream. Our next like game is going to be 50 likes. So hope you guys do it.
We have a 2 hours of stream scheduled today. Like we'll be having best of 5. So let's aim for 50 likes, by the way. And we are just short with 7 subscribers. Like we just need 7 subscribers more to reach that 350 goal. So hope you subscribe our channel. It's just one button away, one click away, by the way. So yeah. We see Froza not being there. I think he has gone for a restart or what? Internet issue. Okay. So yeah, Froza is having that internet issue. That's why we saw a restart there. We see Dimly also leaving the. I hope these guys get back here soon because let's just see now. We see Froza coming back, but Dimly is now out of the lobby. Out of the lobby. I don't know what's happening.
I think these guys do have a lot of net issues, but it's really actually fine, right? If you really mess up just cause of your internet issues in a finals like a big tournament like LUC, you'll be regretting it so much. So it's better for going for a restart than just starting with the internet issues.
So so yeah, all 10 of them are here. So yeah, on that note, we can start the match. Go. Yeah, let's start the game. We see the
Yes,
same
we
picks
are gonna
coming.
be starting. We are starting the match, and this is gonna be really fun.
Mhm. We are seeing the same picks from the both the sides. And let's see how things goes there. Do you think an early invade from team OE, because early game they have Lee Sin, they have Braum. if I was in that team, I would have gone for a early invade. You have a Darius even, like, so yeah. Why wouldn't you? And Annie, if she uses her attacks for 4 times, she gets that no stuns. What do you think? Should blue team go for an invade?
I think they can go for invade, but if the Lux goes for something like a root as her first ability and she roots up the invade, she can actually full sabotage the whole invade in its whole.
But
So then if she lands a root and if Wakari goes in for the attacks and auto attacks coming out of Wukong, so it's gonna be a failed invade if the Lux lands a root.
yeah, if Akali is Akali's most damage comes from her passive, so yeah, you need to proc that passive. So if Akali manages to do that, then yeah, it's pretty much. But we are seeing an invade, I guess. No, we aren't.
Both these things are just gonna be warding around mid, just clearing out the minions, sorry, clearing out the wards.
So like we haven't seen many invades in LUC so far. Like whatever team, like both the teams like red side and blue side meet each other at the mid river, say hi, and come back to their buffs.
Well, the thing is, nobody really I don't know. It's a lack of confidence in this Indian team, right? Nobody really wants to go in for early fuck ups in the
Then
early game itself.
let's not say like lack of confidence, because they're just being cautious there. Like they don't want to they don't want to be the ones to feed someone out there, like feeding that Kaiser early game or feeding that Kaorki early game. You know how troublesome that would be. Or any other champion, if early game, if a champion gains one item or even 1.5 item, for her she has actually, for her it's not an early game, it has reached to a point a time between a early game and a mid game. So yeah, so it's troublesome for both the teams, any team to handle that.
Listen, we see the Flash being popped on either sides, and the Wukong is just waiting to get the Waffles couple while the Lee Sin is already onto his blue buff.
We see pressure being made from the Frolic side on the bot lane as they have a poke heavy lane, but Corki and Braum are trying to retaliate to that. We see Wukong getting that bot scuttle, and we see Lee Sin getting that top scuttle. We see a small skirmish between Camille and Darius, but yeah, I guess they both just trade the scuttles there. Yeah, they did.
Listen, both of the English are just gonna go in for the and the blue buff respectively. In the top lane, the just like the Darius just poking out the Camille quite a bit, but the Camille's passive actually pretty huge. Camille clutch and just saving her from so much poke.
Meanwhile, at bot, we can see Corki has been poked a lot. Just look at his HP. Like he has been brought down to 20% of HP, and we see Braum using his heal spell to just give that heal to Corki. Because if he wouldn't have, like, they might have dived in on all, like
Also in the
went
mid lane,
in.
we see a decent trying for a gank on the Kali, but she's just gonna be escaping with a shroud.
Yeah, you know how annoying an Akali is in her shroud. You cannot even catch her.
And also just talking about the mid lane matchup for Annie versus Akali, I'm not really sure who wins the matchup. Annie having a range, and Akali just needs to be going in for the close up kill, right?
Like Akali is not good against ranged champions. If you see an Ari, a good Ari will be also a good counter to Akali. Even a good what's that? What's her name? Oriana, the queen of the mid lane when she was not that nerfed. You know, when Oriana was strong from the mid to late game, but now they have made her completely late game. So yeah, when she used to one shot squishy champions with her ult, she was too OP. What do you think about that?
Well, I am seeing a lot of Orianas in the meta right now because I was playing ranked yesterday night and I saw a lot of Oriana in the mid lane gank coming out. Annie already using her ulti for the Akali. She does manage to poke her a bit out, but a follow up coming with the Wukong, getting up the first blood on the Akali. Sorry, getting the first blood on the Annie.
We see an overextension from OE's side. I think Vitrox overextended. They were greedy to get that kill, and that made them not means they didn't see the Wukong coming in, and Wukong just took the advantage there, and he just went for the kill. Means I think that's helpful in a way for like you getting the first blood. Making that first blood gives you an extra gold if you know, like it gives you 400 gold if I'm not wrong.
I think it's around 200 or 300 to 400. I'm not really sure about the value. And the both teams are just going to be recalling, just resetting for Dragon. Corki getting her package at 4 minutes, just getting ready for the Cloud Dragon.
The Cloud Drake is there. Let's see which team engages. I'm excited to see which team gets this Drake because both the team needs the movement speed as they have those kind of champions. Those requires roams and all.
Yes, the wall's already been cleared out by the Lux, and already the river control is there by OE, by FES.
See, if he is camping, I think they'll be re-engage onto you, Chief.
Well, the roots do come out, the sparkles also come out. All the teams are just trying to get some vision, trying to not really going in for the deep engage unless they catch someone out.
We are seeing an
Look at the
engage
roots
on the
coming out of
Drake.
Lux.
We are seeing red team starting the Drake. Do you think they'll engage? The blue team will engage in?
Yes, the Camille is going to be hooking, using a hook shot and going to be coming in. A Brawl multi follows up. A Kali using a shot on the Lux ulti coming out as well. It's actually pretty huge because the Annie doesn't have her ulti and the Corki using her package. Guys are just kiting around the entire map, getting the kill on Braum, maybe possibly getting the kill on the Corki. No, she has to back out. And the Annie coming back after the proper re-engage and using her ulti because she had it in cooldown in the first 30 seconds of the fight. Wow, this Annie, she literally just waited for the Corki to do some damage and she just goes in with her ulti and gets a kill on the Kai'Sa.
Like, like, did you see that Annie? She came in. She was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna drop my beer and get that kill." And did you see how low that Brom survived that? Lux used a binding, but Annie just came and saved that Brom there. And the very fact that the first one to engage was that Camille. She jumped in with her lockdown there, but we saw with to a retaliation to that, we saw Brom using his ult. But we see another engage. Let's see.
Let's see what really happens because none of these teams really have their ultis up and it's just the proper 5 versus 5. All of these teams are like having the 5 members in the map. This right from the Dragon side.
Yeah, we see red team trying to get that dragon. Or will they reset it? But we see Akali
Oh, yes,
jumping in.
Akali going in 1 versus 5. She is going to be just instantly deleted. What was that 1 versus 5 mistake?
Akali shouldn't have gone in without Wukong's ulti and all because this wasn't a good choice. If that was a desperate engage, I would suggest it was a very bad engage on Akali because if in an Akali you need the chaos there out there so that you can actually take the advantage there. But if you are the one engaging, you might be just getting deleted because you are diving into a 5-man team and they'll all be in your shout, so they'll know your location. One of them will eventually.
How will I do like that one mistake where Akali costed the Cloud Dragon and also the goal difference not much at this point, even after losing that even after losing that Akali in a 1 versus 5 situation, the goal difference not much. It's just 20k to 20k and also the kills are pretty even, 2 kills to 3 kills.
Yeah, the kills are pretty even, but the overall movement speed the red team has right now, oh sorry, the blue team OE has right now is advantageous for them. Like they have a movement speed on Lee Sin, even Brom, so that gives them roaming potential. Yeah, he can roam mid, he can roam bot. So yeah, what do you think about that? Like Brom
Also, I think
playing.
owing to that, the Corki does have a first item. She has the Trinity, while Kaisa not having the first item yet.
Like, but yeah, I think Kaisa is more looking forward to go for her evolutions. Yeah, she has it to both evolutions. If you look at her
We
item.
see a proper Lee Sin ulti coming, just pushing the Kaisa away into the tower, and they end up getting the kill on Kaisa. That was really well played by the Lee Sin.
Well, means they actually capitalized on Kaisa extending a lot. Like they saw Kaisa extending a lot, pushing that, shoving that wave in. Lee Sin just saw that he came and he kicked Kaisa in, and then Corki did wonders there.
Yes, and also the Wukong is going in the getting a two-man ulti, but this is going to be enough. Now that he has a GA, that's why I think that's the reason why he just went in very deep. And he is going to be surviving going to the GA. The Corki is going to be dying to the Akali. Akali getting the kill on the Corki. She ends up getting a double kill.
We are seeing a retaliation from the red team. Like red team are like, we are not going to lose here. At this Rift Herald, blue team made a big mistake. They didn't target Akali. Actually, utilized her shout to her full potential. She got the kill. We saw an amazing engage by XP. I told you, like XP is too good with his engages. The Wukong engages was the main factor that helped the red team securing this Rift Herald deal.
Yes, the Wukong engaged, and like, the only reason why he was playing aggressive because he knew he has the GA and none of the OE squad has the GA. So that's why Wukong just went in a 1 versus 3, getting a knock up on 3 of them, and Akali just following up really well. Ends up getting a double kill for herself.
And right now we can see around 1.3k goal difference. Like red team being ahead by 1.3k in gold. The goal difference that we had is now shifted into Frolic's favor.
Yes, and slowly but surely, Frolic is looking to come back in this game after the first initial loss of the for the Cloud Dragon.
Hmm.
Yeah, getting the second objective, which is the Rift Herald.
They took that Rift Herald, so they denied a tower from the blue team side, OE side. But let's see when the Rift Herald summon. Are they looking to tower dive with that Rift Herald, or are they looking into just use it when the Drake spawns?
I'm not really seeing a lot of Lux Tooth being landed because she's just missing quite a lot of her roots.
We can see a gank at. Okay, we are seeing Annie and Lee Sin roaming to the bot lane. Can we see a gank here?
Oh, the Lux knows the Lee Sin was there. It's a warded bush, so that was Lee Sin's path is just going without any dewards.
The mid lane tower was left. Darius walking in to save that mid lane tower. Will they lose that one plating? No, they won't. But 18 seconds till Baron spawns, and the dragon will be sorry, 13 seconds till Baron spawns, and we'll be seeing the dragon spawn very shortly. 30 seconds to dragon being spawned, and it's a ocean drake if I'm not. Yeah, it's a ocean drake.
Ocean Breaks are also pretty used, right? Because of especially for ADC like Kaisa, who relies on the
Physical vamp.
life steals from the
Yeah,
abilities.
yeah. Like lifesteal or vamp. I have a bad habit to say it vamp. So yeah, lifesteal is pretty much required on
I'm
Kaisa
looking at
because
the
you
top lane,
know
the Camille versus Darius. Camille going in for a proper ulti. Darius ulti not having enough damage, but he ends up getting the kill on Camille. Wow, that's really well played by the Darius getting a solo kill on the Camille and also getting a shutdown on the Camille.
like
It's just going to make the fight a 4 versus 5 situation in the bottom lane. We see the rift being used in the mid lane.
we see blue team engaging that Drake but disengaging from there. I think they're looking to get that tower.
Oh, yes, and the amazing Wukong coming in again, but the Camille is not going to be that to follow up. A Corki is going to be using a package, getting the kill on the Kaisa. Akali tries to go in deep, but she's not going to be having enough damage. The Wukong again trying to get the Corki, but it's not going to be enough. That was a way
We
too much
see
overextension
we,
to
we
the
see
Wukong.
Darius teleporting in here. Will they re-engage here? And they re-engages here, and he was trying to hook that Camille in, but that Camille somehow survived there.
Well,
I
that
don't
Lux
know.
Root came out of that. That Lux Root just saved the Darius from going in for the kill on Camille.
And did you
They are
see
just
how
going to
that
be trying to burst down the dragon, but Camille, Kali is coming in for the re-engage, trying to secure the kill on maybe the Corki, and Lux Root come out, and the Lee is just going to be smiting it. Kali using the shrouds really well to dodge most of the abilities. So well,
going
now
little.
that OE has secured two with the dragon, do you think it's going to be a potential snowball in this game?
Yeah, like Darius might be snowballing this game because let me tell you what he did. He was locked down under the Camille's turret, but you know what Darius what passive gives him. But in
Oh
meanwhile,
my
while I
god,
was
in the
jumping,
bottom lane, amazing ulti coming out by Annie, just stunning down the Kaisa, just getting an immediate kill on her.
like we are seeing Darius and Annie being on that snowballing role. Like these two are fed right now. They are looking to engage and not. They aren't letting. They aren't means wasting any time for engages. Whenever they see an option, whenever they see an opportunity, they are going for that. So let's talk about what Darius was doing at top. Like why did Darius win that fight at top against Camille? So he has a passive that bleeds out your enemy. That's the very reason Darius won that fight up there.
And also looking at the Annie build, do you like Vitrox almost always goes for the Rabadon first item. We don't usually see a lot of Annies doing a Rabadon first item.
No,
Maybe that's the
Rabadon.
reason why she is having a lot of damage, right? Just
Let
melting down to Kaisa.
let me tell you, Rabadon's first item, and when you go on Infinity or on any second item, your AP is so high. Like you have so much of an AP, like you can literally one shot all the squishy champions with Annie. Annie is that hidden easy champion if you
Also in
know
the
how
bot
to
lane,
play.
we see the ulti coming out on the Darius and ulti. It's not going to be enough. The Wukong again going in for the engage. The Lee Sin is going in deep. Bot lane, the Brahma that to follow up. They are going to be able to get the kill on Kali as well. Darius is going to be surviving. Annie coming with the ulti and Wukong. Yes, she is able to record the kill on Wukong. Man, that's the fight. Chemistry by the way. A
This
perfect
game,
synergy coming out of them.
like the very fact this the reason why they lost this fight because they didn't have their major damage dealer out there. That was Kaisa was at the top. And second thing, this game has been a kind of roller coaster. We saw OE having that advantage early game, then Frolic getting back with something, get that kill and all at the Rift Herald, but we see now OE regaining that advantage. So yeah, means I'd say it's unpredictable till this point also, but OE getting those two dragons, it will be helpful for them. That physical vamp, like sorry, the ocean drake and that cloud drake on them.
And also, like, so going to the, I think the fight in the bottom lane, the OE does have almost a 5k goal lead. That's why winning that fight in the bottom lane.
That Wukong is trying his level best to engage in, but the very fact that currently OE has a better engage, like they know which champion they have to target and all. They're just going for squishy champions with Annie. Annie's job is like stun the Kaisa. If you see that, Annie is always targeting that Kaisa.
No, but at this point, Darius is quite ahead, already having 11k goal lead, and it is the most in the game. Lee Sin again going for the ulti on Akali. Akali is just going to be using a shot to get away, but she is going to be end up she's going to be escaping that fight. It is going to be a failed engage coming out of the Lee Sin.
But we see
Lee
there
Sin
is a
is going to end up
Diana
falling.
combo,
The
guys.
GA is going to be saving him. The Annie ulti also is huge. She ends up getting wow this fight. I didn't really understand what happened in this fight, but all I can see is that this is going to be a Darius and OE dominating literally every single one of the FES squad.
Currently, if we look at the gold graph, it's 51k for, sorry, 52k approximately for OE and 45k for our Frolic. So currently they have this 7k of a gold diff there. And if you see individual gold stats, Darius is at 11.7k gold.
Yes,
So
OE is looking to just burst on the Baron before they try to steal it. Yes, they have to be able to manage to burst on the Baron.
that
And
was
now
pretty
that the
much
Infernal Dragon's up,
so yeah, that was
it's going to
pretty
be
much
another fight
expected.
coming out for Infernal Dragon.
Like, see, they have now the Baron buff, so it will be easier for them to get that Drake. And if they get that Infernal Drake, let me tell you, they'll become super strong at this point. OE is super strong, but that Infernal Drake will make them more strong at this point. And you know, when after you get an Infernal Drake, you get that extra damage there, and after that, they might look for engage, or we might look for we might see a fight at the Drake only.
Yes, we see a redemption come out by the red side, but it's going to be let's do little. They're not in the position to contest for the dragon. Having losing the first two drakes, having losing the baron, like having losing like nearly most of the fight, it's going to be a pretty easy snowball for OE at this point. The Annie is too ahead, the Darius is too ahead, and we see her engage coming out in the middle. And look at Annie just getting kills left and right using her ultis and just deleting the red side almost immediately.
That
Just
Annie
getting
is
a double kill.
unstoppable. She has entered that ultra extreme mode. Like, she's like, I'll not stop right now. She's on a complete lower. Darius getting that kill on Kaisa. Did you see that? How that Darius got a kill on that Kaisa? That was insane, and he gets a double kill on that Lux. What's happening?
At this point, it's just over. They're just going to be going in for the core kill, and nothing but the Camille can even do. He is going to be end up falling. Yes, that's what. Oh, yes, unstoppable.
At this point,
This
OA
is a
is
completely
complete.
different OE was from what we saw yesterday.
And we saw the tower going, the nexus going down. It was pretty much evident that at that point OE will take that first victory and will be creating the pressure in the first game. So guys, let's just see what was the total damage dished out, because I'm just loving how Annie did wonders there with her ult and all. Still being caught off at mid, OE giving that first kill to Frolic at the very start of the game, but then losing the ground in the mid game, but coming back late at the later point. It was a roller coaster. It was a totally roller coaster for me. And let's just see what was. And dishing out 17k damage, Corgi giving that 20k damage, and Angry dishing out that 15k damage. So yeah, everyone from Frolic side, we see, okay, we are seeing Lux giving out most damage here. She gave 10k damage, whereas and Camille, we see
Well, the
Kaisa
Lux damage is more than the damage coming out of Wukong and the Akali.
and
Wow.
even the Kaisa. So that's a surprise there. Let's see the gold graph. See, as you can see, OE lost the means OE had that gold graph advantage at a, like, Frolic lost that gold graph advantage, but at a midpoint after the Herald they gained that, but then again they lost it, but after a point OE just regained that.
So that's going to be it for match one. We'll be back with match two as soon as the lobby is made. And hope you guys are excited for the second match as excited as we are, because after this first game stomp, I would say, you think it's going to be a comeback by them? So just support your favorite teams in the comment section by just hashtag OE or hashtag FES.
Like, let me tell you honest, if Frolic wants to stay in this, because right now what this does is that this creates a pressure on Frolic. Like, if they lose another game, it's gonna pressurize them more, because they have to win two consecutive games. But right now, if they win one game also, it will give them a sense of relief that they have a chance. But if OE dominates in this game, it's pretty much over for Frolic until and unless they buckle up their game and all, and they come with something new.
So that's how best of five work. Like if you get the first win, the confidence, the booster which you have just after the first win is a pretty huge factor. Even
Like,
though you're a much more skilled team than the other team, but losing in the first round is just very demotivating.
yeah, first round, yeah. as a competitive player yourself, you know how demotivating is, means how much you get demotivated when you lose a first game, and you'll be, it actually affects your overall gameplay. It means at the end of the day.
Yep, both teams are asking for a 2 minutes break. So let us, after the thrilling first match, they do deserve a 2 minutes break.
So guys, we'll be back after 2 minutes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the game, because we have four more games, or either we have two more games left. Because I think OE is in a mood for a stomp here. What do you think? 3-0. Will that be here? Finale ending in three matches.
I don't know. Let's just wait for them. Let's just wait for the teams to just play it out and draft it well.
So yeah,
Yep, so guys, we will be back in another 2 minutes because both the teams watch really want some rest after a proper first match. So we'll be back in 2 minutes.
yes,
Okay, okay,
Chief.
okay.
So yes, Chief. So we are back with another match. Like, what's your opinion? Like, what's gonna happen right now? Like, both the teams there again. We were discussing: is OE going for another win there, or will Frolic come back there? Because at the end of the game, like at last, you see how that Annie became unstoppable and unstoppable force, and that Daddy is getting that double kill also.
This one, this game, I think Frolic is going to be looking for a comeback because now that they have the first pick, and they might be looking to secure a very OP pick. Because last time in the first pick, OE did secure a Brom.
I think that Brom did wonders. I didn't see Goke's presence like what I predicted. What Goke presence might be felt, but yeah, Hades did handle himself, and he did help his complement his team in a long run there.
Yes, and we see the bans coming out. It's just going to be the Jix ban coming out by FES. No, it's going to be countered by a Galio ban coming out of OE. We have been seeing Galio ban coming out of OE twice in a row now.
Yeah, like Galio, they don't want that Galio incoming, because if Vitrox is going for Annie, he does not want a Galio there, because magic resistance. Galio is too good for AP champs, too good against AP champs, any AP champ.
Also, the next two bans are Brom and Alistair. So both of the tanky supports are being, just cancelled out. So do you think like I think we might be seeing a Leona coming out, or maybe it's just going to be a Seraphine or a Lux or something?
I hope Rakans come out, because I have been itching to watch a Rakan there.
Yeah, same bro. Because Lakan doesn't really like being picked a lot of coin competitive streams at all. I
No,
need to see some Lakan.
like a month ago, I was watching that LEC, the LOL PC tourneys and all, and let me tell you, Rakan in LOL PC is currently a meta.
Well, I hope the meta shift to Rakan in the support position in Wild Rift as well. Because Rakan is a really good support. It's a very underrated
Let
support
me
in
tell
my
you,
opinion.
Yeah, he's a very underrated support. Like Rakan overall has a very good mobility. If you go like gargoyles on him, And let me tell you, Rakan's ultimate is the best thing with his S1, S2 combined. It's the best thing that you can ever have. You know, the best part about Rakan is he can go into the enemy lines, come back, leap onto you. You just that engage, disengage, engage potential that he has. No other support has that.
I truly agree with you. Rakan is actually a proper built-in pack. He has the heal, he has the charms, he has the escape potential, he has everything in him.
So
I do
Rakan,
hope to see a Rakan in one of these
and
series.
at the end of the day, he's very fun to play.
He's one of the best, one of the most fun supposed to play.
Yeah, at
Also,
that
now
point.
that the game has started, is it going to be a first pick?
Froza, the top laner is going for the first pick from Frolic, and we see Tanish going for the first pick. Tanish and Hades, and we see a Gragas popping out there from Froza's side. Tanish picking that Kaisa, no surprise there. Let's see what Hades goes. And we see a Seraphine being picked there. See, just going according to the stats and all, we see either Braum, Alistair, or Sarah coming in. Lux was a surprise there, but as I told you, Lux was chosen in also like one of the previous games, but it didn't do that good for that team. So I think it didn't do that good for Frolic too.
Let's actually again going in for this signature of Wukong, flexing up in the first game, and also getting the SVP in the first game on this Wukong. It's a no-brainer to just see a Wukong being picked again on XP.
Yeah, let's see how things goes for them. And we see Darius coming out from OE angry and Zin going that Diana. We saw Zin playing that Diana, if I'm not wrong. We have seen Zin play Diana, and he is good with Diana.
Yes, I'm really excited to see what the Diana can do wonders in this game because Jin on Diana, I have seen him play. We have seen him play in our previous rounds, and he totally was absolute god on his Diana. So let us see if we can make it, make it replicate the success of on his Diana in this game as well.
So let's just see. Like we see Lux again being picked from Dimly and Fez Goku OP going for Misfortune. Like they are going for that poke heavy lane. Even Kaisa, but yeah, I think Misfortune outpokes Kaisa in early game.
Yes, again, yes, we are seeing the Annie being picked after such a dominant performance in the first game. Annie being picked in the second game. Well, it just shows the amount of confidence you have on playing that Annie.
And do not forget, Sage is actually playing Jarvan. We have seen Sage whenever he plays Jarvan, he either gets the MVP or SVP there. And we have seen Angry playing that Darius becoming unstoppable there. He was a reckoning force out there. No one could stop him there.
So, well, let's do hope the FES can have a comeback in this game because the picks are pretty strong. Diana and Gragas along with Misfortune. So let's see this. Let's work it out. What happens in this game?
I'm just waiting to watch what's like Diana being picked from Zen, and then we see Tanish going with that Kaisa. We know how good Tanish is on Kaisa, angry, good on. Like, I think we has all gone for the main picks except Hades because I haven't watched Hades, so I cannot tell if Sarah is her main pick or not. But apart from that, we are seeing everyone on their main picks on OE. They aren't going. They are looking to win this one also as per their picks.
Also, guys, we're seeing a lot of hashtag OE. So where are the Frolic fans at?
Like I'm seeing much more of an OE fans, but I saw Frolic's performance. I've been following them since the day one when they have performed start of the tournament. Since the start of the tournament, so I guess we might just see a comeback. Like Frolic won't give this tournament without a fight. Like they won't be giving OE that easy win. Last game also was a pretty close game. It's just that OE capitalized on Frolic's mistake and they just won that their executions were much more cleaner than Frolic's.
I do agree with you. And also in the top lane, let's just look at how the Darius is playing. Darius is playing really very aggressive against the Gragas at least in the early game. And that is right actually. You have to be playing aggressive on the Darius early game because after level 3, when Gragas gets his power spike, gets his knockback, gets his poke potential, it's really gonna be hard for Darius to win the lane.
Yeah, so yeah, Gragas is a good answer to Darius, but we see Darius is the one who's playing aggressive there. But yeah, at bot we can see Misfortune and Lux having that priority on the lane, like no surprises there.
This Misfortune obviously having the much more poke potential than what Kaisa has, at least in the early game, because nobody really beat Miss Fortune or say in a ADC lane in a early game.
I'm facing some net issues. I'll just fix it.
Yes, and we are seeing a normal scuttle trade. OE going for the top scuttle and Wukong just going in for the bottom scuttle. Jarun is looking to go for a blue buff. Yes, he is like putting up his S1 and just trying to just get the blue buff. Wukong is going to be there, but it's going to be a little bit too late. The Jarun already being level 4, the Wukong just level 3. Jarun is calling for backup, but he just going to be backing that off, just resetting the buff in the process. Darius and Annie Yant had to follow him up over there. Maybe looking for a potential invade on the blue buff again. They're just going to be backing it off now because they don't really want to be commenting because they know Diana level 4 is so much with the dashes and everything. She can actually change the entire fight. If she lands on Moonlight on any one of you and she can dash to you and also get Ignite on, then just gonna be like too much for you to handle. And also, guys, if you're new to the stream and enjoying the stream, please make sure to subscribe to the channel because we are just 7 subscribers away from 350 subs, and we are at 38 likes and 2 likes more, and we would get to 40 likes.
So guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had a net issue there. You know the temperature here is very means weather here is very bad, so I'm getting those net issues, ping issues there. So yeah,
So,
Chief, what was happening currently while I was gone? Did we see any engage, any skirmishes here?
well, we did see the Jarvis look at down being so aggressive in the bottom lane. He ends up using the ulti on Lux, but it's not going to be going in because that thing is way too poke with the misfortune. So it was kind of a failed engage. And yes, the Annie is going to get looted. Wukong is going to be following up, and they are going to be able to get the kill on the Annie. That was the what a boost where Annie was standing up, and the amazing catch out by the Lux Truth and the Wukong is following up on that with a Cyclone. It's pretty huge. That was really well played by Frolic, and this might be a pretty good start for a comeback for them.
That was pretty blunder on Vitrox's part. He didn't have a D ward. He didn't make sure to check the bush that if they have a ward and all. And every from the blue teams knew that Annie is waiting on the ward. And did you see how well that Lux and Wukong timed their route and engage? And they got that Annie there. Means Annie didn't have a time to pop his flash also. Pop her flash also.
This is where Lux shines, right? Because if you can root someone, if your team can follow up, that this is where Lux is good.
Mm.
Last match we didn't really see a lot of roots coming out by the Lux, and this time if when we are seeing a lot of roots coming out by her, we are seeing the kills fall as well.
And
And this time
Diana
the Diana won't have her ulti. Even Annie has her ulti. Diana won't have her ulti. So that might be a changing factor in this Mountain Black fight.
Yeah, and Diana, but getting that first kill makes her at gives her a little bit of advantage in the team fight. Let's see what's happened in the team fight. We see that team's trying to engage the dragon, and blue team is just sitting in the in that dry bush. Darius walking in that dry bush, he'll get caught by Annie's root, and they'll get that kill
Yes,
on the
he is going to
dragon.
be getting caught, and the Darius has to flicker the way. Amazing Seraphine ulti coming out, getting almost three of them. But they are just going to be disengaging, and Gregor's ulti comes in for a disengage, but it's not going to be able to get any one of them. Well, after the proper disengage by the Lux and the roots coming out on the Lux on the Darius, this is going to be poking him out to 0 HP. Just the Darius is going to be forced to recall away, and they are looking for a forced engage in the bottom lane. Diana ulti falls in. He is going to be able to get the Annie. Diana is going in for another kill on Jarvan. Yes, he is going to be able to get the kill on Jarvan. Now they're just going to be backing it off and just focusing on the Drake. Yes, they are
Blue
able to
team
get the
gets
Drake.
that Drake and they're looking for disengage, but that look at that Darius walking and looking for a re-engage there. But that Moonlight on those three champs, they should know that, or red team should know that they should retreat back. And right now, Diana is pretty much fed. She's overall, how many kills does she have? She has 102. She has 4K gold on her. So yeah, that makes her ahead compared to any other champions on the red team side. And we saw Wukong getting a kill also, and Gragas getting a kill also. So overall, a good team fight for them.
But the thing was, the point over there was the Annie ulti actually didn't have a lot of damage, and the Dan ulti was had a much more bigger impact than the Annie ulti in the last fight.
And blue team getting that first Mountain Drake, giving them that sustain like shield. You get a shield from Mountain Drake. So yeah, at means at the next team fight, blue team will have that sustain for them.
Well, is this the start of a comeback which we were talking about by Frolic Esports?
Mm. Means As I said, Frolic ain't looking to give this match so easily to OE. We might see some retaliation there, and I think Frolic is looking to win this match.
Yes, and already they are like almost 2K ahead, and despite at the Rift Herald, without the without the Lux Truth, it's going to be very difficult for them because Diana doesn't have her ulti. Yes, she has her ulti now. This came up.
And we see an this GA on XP being there. So I think XP is looking to go for the tanky build. He has GA as his first item, so he isn't taking any chances with any of the objectives. He's like, I want those things because I want that smite there and all.
This is what we saw in the first game also, right? XP going in for the Guardian Angel for the first time and playing very aggressive because you know that you can fall back on the GA.
So yeah,
This is
the
what
red
we
team.
see. They are just going to be trying to burst down the dragon. The confidence which they have, they're not letting OE even engage onto them because they know if we engage only if we engage, we are going to be fighting all. Because if Annie gets engaged onto them, it's going to be really bad for them. And yes, the Jarvan is going to go in for the Diana, but this is going to be not enough.
So yeah, we see Diana is actually currently looking to snowball here. They get that Rift Herald uncontested. Means I think OE should have contested it. It puts them behind what 2K goal difference right now. But we can see a comeback from OE. I'm not wrong. We have seen Sage play Jarvin there, Annie play that means Vitrox play Ola. Sorry, Annie there. So we know how well they play with these champs, how good they are. If they are behind, they know how to catch up, how to make the game even, how to play games on their ground. So yeah,
No, but it's a pretty smart play coming out by Darius. You know, just trading the rift for knowing that Gragas isn't in the lane, just trading the rift at the bottom tower.
means you can actually see at top, like we are seeing like the next Drake will be spawning soon, and we see Darius trying to go in to that Gragas, but Gragas just looking, he isn't looking to fight right now. So yeah, at bot we can see a four-man dive incoming on those the MM and support. Will that happen?
No, but I think it's not really always advisable. And just they are going in for the kill on the Lux. They are able to get the kill on the Lux.
And he gets a kill on Lux, but that misfortune survives it. So I think yeah, means yeah, red team did achieve their motive they got. But meanwhile, at top, Diana gets and we see a four-man gank on the Darius, and I think blue team will get that red tower easily right now because as the Rift Herald have been summoned. But it's 10 minutes to Drake. I think red team shouldn't walk in the mid. They should just look to get the river control. It's a very bad choice on their part.
I think red team like knowing that they have top the different top, they should possibly just look for bursting down the dragon way even before the Wukong gets there.
So yeah, red team and the next ocean drake is here, guys. And I think red team is looking to get. At this point, the goal difference is about 3K. What do you think? Will OE come back from this situation? Like they are at a very bad situation right now. They are behind in objectives and all. They are desperate to get this Drake and all.
Well, seeing that Darius is clearing out the top lane, like, just clearing out after the Rift Herald, we should be looking like, just delaying the fight till the Darius is here. But they are just doing the quite opposite. They are just going to be trying to burst on the dragon. The Gragas is going in. The Wukong is go and steal the dragon. Amazing misfortune. Ulti follows up, getting almost 3 man of the OE squad. It's going to be like, it's going to be GG at this game.
That
The
misfortune
Jarvan walks on top of the misfortune, but misfortune is going to be surviving with almost 0 HP. Darius
that
just trying his best, trying to get the kill on the Diana, but at this point, he's just outnumbered. Look at the Lux, Wukong, everyone is going in for the kill on Darius, and they are going to be able to secure the kill on Darius.
Darius being a legend gets a kill there. Darius did get a kill there. Did he not?
Or he didn't get the kill on that. He almost got a
Okay.
kill on the Gragas, but yeah,
I
but he's
thought
like really hard over there.
My bad. I thought that Gragas will die here, but Gragas does not die there. And yeah, at this point, oh, Frolic is looking to storm this game. It's just the opposite of the last game happening.
Yep, and they already have 8K goal lead, also double dragons. And this is what we saw in the first game as well, right? OE getting a double Drake, OE getting the 10K goal lead before 10 minutes, like at almost 10 minutes. This is what Frolic is doing in the second game.
Like the very fact that what happened right now, OE took an very this like last game OE had that perfect execution. This game OE lacked the execution. They didn't target the carries in this game. Like you know that Diana is fed right now, but that misfortune is just sitting behind everyone and using her ult. So the very fact one everyone should just jump on that misfortune, because right now you know how very well she positioned herself, like the position she was in, like she was sitting there, and the ult she did, oof, it almost got those three guys from OE's side. So yeah, like a proper execution didn't come from OE's side, so they ended up losing that fight.
Well, it's not always about execution because Jarvan went in for the misfortune, but misfortune was lucky to survive with almost 0% HP. Even Annie's ulti was on top of that fortune. So I would not say that he did not try to kill the fortune, but they got a bit unlucky over there out there.
No, if you see Annie got deleted very fastly, and Jarvin was stuck between three guys alone. So what would a Jarvin do if there are three opponent champions targeting on him, and Jarvin isn't that type of champion that deals damage. He's more of a tanking and sustain champion. He's a more of a frontline and engager.
Yes, and also guys, thanks for letting us at 40 likes on the stream. It means a lot to us. The next aim like is gonna be 50 likes. So hope you guys do it.
Yeah, we see the blue team is trying to get that Baron. If I'm not wrong, they're looking to get that Baron.
They are looking to get the Baron because the bottom lane is being pushed out, and Diana is also pushing out, showing the mid lane then. So maybe they can actually just force out the Baron, and if the Jarvan comes in, you can just I don't know land in the Diana ulti.
We see Jarvin just recalling back there. I think at this point he shouldn't, because he knows that all the blue teams are in that top river, and and blue team has a perfect control of that barren river right now. They are not looking to give that river control to anyone there.
Well, Diana just going to be Frolic is just going to be looking to clear up the ways and just look out for a catch out because if the Lux lands a root on even if one of them and the team can follow up just like last time when the Wukong followed up on the Lux route, you can just have an easy win at that point. But this is what potentially Frolic must be doing, right? Trying to trying to bait out on the Lux's route and following up on that.
Let's just see what happens, because the next Drake will be our Cloud Drake. Yeah, it's a Cloud Drake. Cloud Drake coming up, and it's in 12 seconds, 11. I think this Drake fight will pretty much decide what's gonna happen. Like, will Frolic just storm this game at this point, or will OE just go for a storm? Means come for a comeback.
Just because we don't usually see a lot of comebacks after losing three Drakes, and also the goal difference at this point is it's like 10k goal difference. So if we can manage to get this dragon, win this fight, so they have a chance in this game. Or else I would say it's pretty much done.
Let's just see what's gonna happen, because I'm curious, because blue team is looking to get that dragon, and red team is just not going to contest that. I think a smart move, not giving them kills. Okay, but I will take that tower to maintain the goal difference.
Yep, a very smart play coming out by OE. Just taking out towers, taking the buff and going in for the top gank as well.
Like, they are
Well,
looking to
if
get.
I was in this position, I would just look for bursting down the Baron, trading a Baron for the dragon. A Seraphine ulti comes in, but it's just not going to be enough. The Jarvan goes in deep, but now that the Seraphine ulti is failed, there's nothing much you can do.
Like, I thought this red team, this fight, and Annie gets a kill on that Gragas. Will that okay? Kaisa gets a kill on that misfortune, but Diana ends up getting a kill on that Kaisa Wukong slaying that. Diana getting that double kill on Darius. I thought this team fight would have been in the favor of OE, but what happened? Diana got a kill on that Kaisa, and Wukong ends up getting the kill on the Seraphine, and that shifted the team fight again into the favor of Frolic right now. So yeah, and they're chasing back that. Oh, Jarvin ends up giving that kill to. Who did that kill go to? If I'm not wrong, it went to Diana.
Well, that precision ulti coming out by Lux, just properly, just having a proper aim at the Jarvan. We don't usually see a lot of Luxes doing that.
The Lux ult was amazing, but the very fact that uh, red team was winning that fight at the top lane, Diana ends up getting that kill on the Jarvin there. I just reconfirmed that. But by the way, the red team, okay, we are seeing blue team engaging the Drake, but they are looking to disengage. What's gonna happen? What do you think? Will there be a balance steal?
Well, it all depends on how good the Annie ulti is. And this Diana is going to be used. She is going to be getting almost instantly deleting the Vitrox. He's almost getting the kill on the Annie. Oh man,
You
this is
see,
done. This
you
game's
see,
done.
at this point we are just the game is at such a point, the game is moving at such fast at such a fast pace that we can't even keep up like that. No one could stop that misfortune. Misfortune is currently a beast out there. She got the double kill there, and they're looking to get that tower there at top. They'll get that tower. They're engaging on that. Jarvin might just die to. Jarvin dies to. Ends up giving a kill there again, and we see tier 1 tower from the OE's tier 1 tower going out there on the top lane. We see the mid lane tower being pushed there. It's a complete storm by Frolic here. It's exactly what happened in the first game, but this what OE did to Frolic. OE is returning back the favor here.
Yes, and they are just going to be looking to end the game because at this point, if you end up throwing the game, just going to be very bad at your call. They're just going to be just not going in for the kills, just going for the core and getting the core down. So after this, it's just going to be a 1-1 finals. Well, this is actually very nail biting after losing the first game to OE and having a comeback right in the second game, and
Never
evening out the score to 1-1.
Never thought a Wukong engage with a Diana's ult and a Lux root can do so well with her misfortune ult. Misfortune ults were so perfect because Diana, Wukong, and Lux played it so very well, and Darius and Gragas was there just for the disengage. If Jarvan jumps in or anyone jumps in, he can just ult them out.
Well, the OE lost this fight because the Seraphine messed up her ulti in
Yeah,
the fight which took in the top
at
place in the top
top
lane.
lane. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but yeah, Seraphine did miss her ulti on a with a very large benchmark. Like if you see Seraphine ulted somewhere else and those two champions were somewhere else, so yeah, Seraphine did time her ult very badly at that point, and yeah, that was the major fault that that was the major blunder that OE did, and that costed them this game. The MVP was Seraphine, by the way, and from red team side, I guess the MVP went to Misfortune. I just exited the screen, so I don't remember seeing that.
Yep, the maybe it did go to the misfortune because just look at the damage. He had 16k damage compared to the 5k coming out of Wukong. The damage difference between both of the ADC
Well,
and the jungle is pretty huge.
we saw that 15k or 13k goal difference there. So yeah, it was a pretty good storm from Frolic. That they returned the favor back very well and nicely. Frolic with this game, Frolic made the statement that we are not here to get storm. We'll be giving you a good fight.
Yes, so with that, we'll be starting with the match 3 in a pretty short time. So please don't go anywhere and make sure to like the stream because we are just 6 likes away from hitting the 50 likes. So we'll be back with match 3 in just a short while.
Let's just see how things goes there. So, guys, we are back with our third match. The first game went to OE. OE stormed the game, but the second game, Frolic came back good and well. They stormed the second game, and right now it's a 1-1 situation. Like both the team are 1-1, and we are on our third game. Let's see who wins, because after both two games, we cannot be sure who wins the first, who wins this game. Like it totally depends who executes the team fights very well, and who has the better draft here. So I'm just waiting to watch like what are the bans coming in and what are the drafts coming in. So
And
yeah,
also,
Chief.
what we have seen in all these games, blue team has always won. So, do you think it's going to be happening in this game also? The blue side winning?
I think that's a good observation there, Chief. By the way, yeah, blue team getting those kills. So on that note, can we have the stat sheet up there? Because as we saw in the stat sheet, we have seen 52.97% that blue team always gets the victory. So yeah, stat sheet again proven right there. Yeah, if you get the blue side, you might win that. Either blue is the lucky color for the teams, or either the draft picking pattern there is beneficial for them.
And also, give to answer to your question, yes, we have a giveaway coming up. All you have to do is predict who is going to be winning the finals, and you will be entered into the giveaway draw.
So
So all you have to do is just put in a hashtag OE or hashtag FES in the comment section down below.
So if you see, blue side 1% is 52%, and red side winning percentage is 48%. So yeah, blue side, anyone who's on the blue side has the higher chance of winning throughout. Like it's a data of 17 games currently. So yeah, it's a pretty much means logical data. So you can actually trust it, and it's happening in front of your eyes. So yeah.
Yes, like, I always prefer going for the blue side because you can always get that one OP pick first, and also like it's also much more preferable playing in the blue side. With the dragon being in the bottom lane.
And we see why Wukong is the most picked champion there in jungle, because we saw good engages from Wukong and Jarvan too. We saw why Kaisa is the most picked ADC. Like what Kaisa did in the last game and last to last game also. Pretty much what are the good picks are doing good. Means top picks are doing good in this tourney throughout this whole tourney.
Well, I'm 100% sure we are going to be seeing a Wukong again, and also a Kaisa being picked by either OE or FES.
And Corki also was coming up a lot. If you remember, at the bot lane, we saw OE going for a Corki, but in second game they went for a Kaisa, if I'm not wrong. Yeah,
I
they
think
did.
this band, some of the picks are going to be pretty standard because we will definitely be seeing a Darius pick again, Kaisa pick again, a Wukong pick again, and maybe
So
even possibly a Jarvan pick again.
and at top we can, yeah, means you are actually correct. And at top we can see Darius being the most picked, and we see why Darius is the most picked. First game Darius did wonders, and but the second game we saw a little low side on Darius. But let's just see what happens in this game. So let's just shift to our screen. What's gonna happen there? Because I think the bans have started,
Yes,
and
we
yeah,
are seeing a very consistent Galio ban coming out. This is the third game where Galio has been banned. So OE doesn't really want to face Galio at any chance, any cost.
there has been a Galio ban, then okay, Braum ban incoming. So we see the match has been started. Okay, the match was started here. Braum was the ban, Galio was the ban. Another two bans incoming. We couldn't see that. We're sorry for that.
And also, guys, if you're new to the stream, just make sure to like the stream because we are at 46 likes and 4 more likes, and we'll get to 50 likes. So just go down below, and just make sure to hit that like button.
So yeah, we see Ziggs coming out by OE. Tanish picked that Ziggs, and Froza is going with that Darius, and Zin picking that Corki mid. We are seeing Corki mid after so long. Throughout this whole tourney, I have seen Corki bot ADC, but Corki mid being played there. Are we seeing a double ADC meta here? Double ADC comp?
I don't think it's going to be a WDC comp. I think Corki is going to be flexed in the ADC lane. I think Goku is going to be flexing the Corki. And we are seeing a Fiora and a Alistair come on. We haven't been seeing a lot of Fiora in this tourney. We just saw Fiora come out once yesterday versus a Camille.
No, we actually Fiora is the second most picked champion in this tourney. So yeah, Fiora has been popping up a lot. Oh, that was mentioned on the stat sheet. I think you missed it. Oh, never mind. By the way, so yeah, Fiora is one of the most picked. But we see Fiora being picked, and Ui Goke is back. We forget to notice, but Goke is back, and he is with his Alistair.
Oh yes, so Goki is back and his Alistair is a 3 to watch. So it's going to be. That's why we see Alistair being picked up. Wow.
And we see
So he
Vitrox.
is back with his original squad, so it's going to be a proper fight, and they are going to be looking to stomp FES in this game now that they have the original support back.
We see Lee Sin being picked by Sage. You know how well he plays Lee Sin, and Vitrox going that. Okay, we see a exchange between Tanish went for Azriel and Vitrox going that Ziggs mid lane. Means currently Ziggs is looking to bully that Corki a lot. And from means Frolic side, there's no surprise. Surprise, Goke going for Misfortune and XP on his Wukong. You know how good he is. You have seen his
And
plays and
also,
all.
XP on his Wukong, yes, he has been picking Wukong for the first game and also the second game. Also, he's going to be repeating it for the third game.
Just looking forward to it, like how things goes for X, because I have it's a treat to watch XP's Wukong. I mean, you would agree to that, and it's a treat to watch Goke's Alistair too.
And also, the seeing a Nami pick, because even though like the Braum was banned, people always prefer going a Seraphine or maybe a Janna. A Nami is a pick which we never usually see.
Means Nami is that hidden support. Like if you time her S1 perfectly and her, that's very beneficial for you. And Nami is a very good, means currently Nami is picked with Misfortune, so Nami's S1 with Misfortune Salt can do wonders, and Nami has the sustain with her shield and that poke also.
Yes, she's definitely a lane bully in the bottom lane. So it's going to be paired with a Fortune and Nami. So they're definitely two dominant heroes which can poke you a lot. Compared to Alistair, okay, Alistair is sitting in the base. I think Alistair is facing internet issues.
So yeah, admit we are seeing the like constantly it's been three games, no invade from any team side. Like the teams are very cautious here. We see players giving a leash on on their jungler, but apart from that, let's see what happens at the top. Will there be any angry just standing under his tower? What is he doing?
I think it's going to be a restart at this point because Angry or sorry, Goke hasn't moved from the fountain and the first one. And so I think it's going to be a rematch.
Okay, so guys, we might be seeing a rematch here again. All of them are just converging at mid. Yeah, it's a means run down mid tower again, and I think they are looking for a restart there. They'll be.
It's gonna be pretty much gonna be restarts. I guess this is why Goku didn't play in the first 2 months, maybe because of internet issues, and that's why Hades was playing instead of him.
I think Goku has some net issues here, so that's why we are not seeing Goku today in the games and all. Because I was excited to see Goku on his Alistair.
Well, the most annoying part about this game is that you can't end before 5 minutes. You can't even surrender before 5 minutes.
Yeah, means they should just give us the authority when we want to surrender or not. Like, yeah, in rank, yeah, we know like you want to like whenever you are playing solo queue, so everyone has their options and all. But in custom, at least give us that authority.
Yeah, because if you give that option to surrender before 5 minutes in custom, you always see the win traders just surrendering at 1 minute. So that's not going to be healthy for the game. But just give us the option to do that in custom game.
We see Goku sitting under that tower there. I'm just hoping, like, yeah, they're looking to get the tower. 2 minutes to the game, 3 minutes more to surrender, guys. Sorry for this inconvenience, but what can we do? The teams are having some net issues, so we have to look for a restart.
Also, talking about this Nami pick, do you think it's a very good option to go Nami in a competitive scene?
Means I say Nami is a good support, but if enemy team targets a Nami, like if they jump into your backline, she has no escape. Like see the very fact with enchanter supports, except Jana, like Jana is a very good support. So if someone dives on her, she can actually disengage with her ult. But other than that, no one has that escape ability. Somewhat Lux even has her roots there, so yeah, she can root the enemy and look for a runway there. Means she can run away from there. But yeah, but apart from that, any enchanter support is very much prone to getting caught off first in rotations or in team fights.
Yes, now that I've said that, I would always prefer going a Seraphine over a Nami.
Like it depends. I would prefer Nami because Nami provide that bubble. The S1 of Nami is every 5 7 seconds you have a stun ready. Like So just imagine every 5 seconds if you have a stun ready, how much that does affect your team fight potential. And at one point, like Nami can trap two champions in her bubble when she throws it. If I'm not wrong.
Even though she has all of these pros, the fact be that Nami ulti is actually a pretty underwhelming ulti compared to any other ultis in the game.
No,
Because it's
like
just the one wave coming in for a small knockup. It's not even a very big knockup.
it comes with a small knockup, but it gives your allies that speed and movement speed and all. Second of all, Nami's ulti is a very good if you are against a misfortune. Her ulti is the best answer to a misfortune ult because it completely cancels her ult, misfortune's ult.
So guys, yeah, let us wait for the lobby to be remade.
Okay, Ekin just sharing his thoughts in the chat. He's by the way, guys, Ekin from Level Up PH again. I'm just reminding you. And yeah, so yeah, Ekin, we have a rematch. We actually have that because we don't have the game released, and so yeah, we go for that. But when the game releases properly, we might be also following your rules here.
The second, we have been following the remake thing because well, we don't really have a proper internet connectivity because we need to use VPN to log into the game. Unlike you guys, where the game has officially been released in your country. So guys, the match has been over. Let us remake the lobby and just hope nobody has any internet issues in the third game, the win game which is to become.
So yeah, I've been
Yes,
invited
the
into
lobby has been remade, and let us hope that all of the players are back.
same band, same picks.
Yes, same draft. There's not going to be any draft change.
So yeah, means I was excited to see. I mean, I was excited, but we'll be seeing that Ziggs, that Meek, the Ziggs poke coming there. So yeah, let's see how things goes because if this time they had an Ezreal and a Ziggs there, so they had that poke potential there. OE. So if OE manages to utilize them to their full potential, those poke, they might just win every engages. Like they'll poke them out from a distance and then they'll look for an engage.
It was a million match. I forgot the million match. What's the Jix versus what was it?
It was Zix versus Corki.
Oh, Jix versus the Corki. Okay.
Pretty much even because Corki has that ranged pokes also. So I wouldn't say Corki. Yeah, Corki might be bullied because you know how annoying a Zix is in a lane, also in a team fight. But Corki might be able to survive. Means he'll not have that much of a hard time like other mid laners against Zix have.
Yes, Corki does have a decent time against Jix, and also the likewise, also the vice versa.
So yeah, we see the players settling in the lobby. I guess they just come in. Like I'm just waiting for the players to settle in fast so that we can start the game at this point. The constant remakes are actually we are sorry for the constant remake guys, but it's not in our hand. Players are having that internet issues on but we are just 3 likes away from the 50 likes goal. Can we get that 50 likes? Means just 3 likes away, guys. It's a click away. If you're enjoying the stream and loving it, don't forget to like the stream, and if you look forward to our content and our live stream, please do subscribe us and press that bell icon.
It's me, Jix. Yes, they are going to be the same picks and the same bands. There is not going to be any change in a draft in a remake situation.
I don't know why the players are just like yeah. We see Angry is looking for a restart, or will the Hades come back?
I don't really know what's the situation going on with Gokes. I do expect he needs to be coming back in this game.
Let's just see what happens right now because it's the third game. Yeah, we might. The games might be extended a little late just because of this thing. I'm just hoping that these guys just start the match fast because it's taking long.
It's actually taking quite some time for these things to settle in the lobby,
I'm
start
sorry
the
for.
match.
Mm, I just feel for the chat, bad for the chat because they're the ones enjoying. I just hope they start the game. Goki, okay, so Goki had some net issues, so Hades is back in his place, and we see Frolic back with his full lineup here, their full lineup there. So yeah, it's a start. So if these guys are ready, start it.
Okay, and we see Hades coming back, and yes, both teams are ready now. Yes, we have to be starting the draft shortly, and it is going to be the same draft. Nothing's going to be changed. Let us go ahead.
So we see Fiora, Bayangri, Tanish going that Ezreal, Sage going Lee Sin. But yeah, Sage on that Lee Sin is too good. He knows well. He's mechanically too good and too clean with that Lee Sin. The kicks in, the isolation that he brings out with that Lee Sin, the way he kicks in the opponent champ into the team, his team, and isolates him away from his team is too nice. And again, it's nice to watch there.
The Lesions, the mechanical complexity of Lesion and Erase playing him well. Actually, makes me respect the player much more.
So yeah, let's just see what's happening. And he has a good amount of he has a mastery. If I'm not wrong, that's level 5 mastery on Lee Sin. And that's good. And we see Hades coming in. Hades also has a level 6 mastery on that Olaf. Okay, Hades is too good with Olaf, I guess.
I think I'm mistaking Alistair for off.
And if you see,
And yes, second, all of these players have a lot of skins. We see a lot of
yeah,
skins being flexed on all of these players.
skins
Lunar
being
being
flexed
got
out.
a Star Cannon, a Sphere.
We see each and every player from the team right now has skins. So yeah, they're flexing out that skins.
Yes, and the game is going to be a big picnic shortly, and it's going to be a level 7 Astral versus a level 6 Misfortune. And we saw the Misfortune getting a pentakill on the semi finale. Maybe she is going to be able to get that because all of the champions in OER especially except for the Alistair. So let's just see what happens.
So guys, yeah, minions have spawned. Yeah, oh, yeah, I just read that whatever came on the screen, never mind. Yeah, so yeah, these guys are just looking to, they'll be walking in mid, seeing each other, say hi, and then they'll go back to give their junglers a leash.
So this is what will be happening for the past two games, and we see Mine are engaging the top lane now. If we are engaging against Darius, both of them are going to be really poked to almost 50% of the HP.
And meanwhile, on bot, we see Zix is the one who's getting, it's an even poke out war here. Like, Korki poking him, Zix returning that favor back to him nicely. And we see Zix popping up that torch there. And yeah, now they know that Wukong was not on his red. So no, they know that Wukong started from the blue. So they'll know कि Wukong will start try to get the top scuttle. Wukong rotation has been revealed to blue team. They can use this information very well. They might look to contest that up at the top scuttler because Fiora will have the advantage in lane. She'll have the lane priority, so she can shove the wave in when the scuttler spawns and join them in a fight. But let's see what happens there.
Also on the bot lane, we are seeing Misfortune and Nami dominate the Alistair and still for a bit. Alistair not really being a good pick unless you get the ulti out because the ulti just gives you so much damage reduction that you just become unstoppable. You can't really kill Alistair in a late game.
Yeah, means late game Alistair. Let me tell you, after level 5, Alistair is just a meat, a tank who is unkillable. Like I prefer, like Alistair and Garen. I don't know which to put, which is more tankier. Like Garen is also hard to kill. Even an Alistair with his ultimate, like he'll be constantly sitting inside your teams. Like he'll be
And also,
inside
we
your.
see the Lee Sin trying for a small gank on the direction top lane, but he's just going to be poking him away and just going to go back to farming.
So while we were talking about Alistair, we see that in bot lane, yeah, because they have an army. But Alice, did you see Alistair messed up that combo there? They could have actually poked out some damage, but he just headbutted that Nami away.
Yeah, feels bad for Alistar on missing out that comp. And going to that, he's going to be getting a lot of hope. This cause he missed the combo. A lot of proper retaliation coming out by the misfortune. She's like, if you miss the combo, I will be punishing you.
And yeah, Nami is a good pick against Alistair because if Alistair is looking to ult in, you can use that bubble to stop him. Like ult in and engage, then you that bubble, the S1 from Nami can actually stop him.
And give yes, all of us are waiting for May 6th because May 6th, the day when Ragnar and Kha'Zix are going to be releasing. So all of us are excited for both of these assassin junglers to be released.
Like yeah, May 6th is the D day where Kha'Zix and Ragnar, the most gruesome predators, will be at each other's throat.
So it's going to be a really bad day for ADCs on May 6th.
Yeah, you are right. Ezreal currently is one of the strongest ADCs. He has that poke, and to let me tell you, if he gets his three items, his poke on his Q increases a lot. And meanwhile, at mid, we can see that Ziggs is the one who was poking Corki. Corki had to go and get the recall there to just get his health back. And at top, we see Diana, Fiora pressurizing that lane too hard.
Also, now that the dragon is going to be coming up in less than 20 seconds, who do you think is the priority? Because if Alistair ends up securing the mountain dragon, if OE manages to secure the mountain dragon, Alistair is just going to become unkillable in the late game.
And Alistar on a gargoyles is very tough. Is Alistar going as the first item? I wanna see that. So we see Alistar went for Ionian Glory. I don't know why he went for that. As an Alistar, I'm looking to tank as much I want. So I would have gone for that gargoyles. But yeah, they went
Yeah,
for
so we are seeing a pretty strange build coming out of Alistair because even I would prefer always going for the Gargoyle instead of Ionian Gauntlet.
uh, because instead of Ionian, you can go Deadman's Plate for if you want the movement speed.
Plus, it might be a new strategy which we are not aware of, and let us see if Hades can make it work.
That Alistair is just sitting. No one is clearing wards. That's a blunder from blue team side. Red team has a full vision on blue team. Even blue team has that. But yeah, no one is. Is anyone carrying a sweeper on blue team side? It's they have, but it's on a cooldown. So yeah, red team is looking to engage the Drake. Their Nami is zoning them out. Will there
Yep,
be
they
an engage?
already have started with Drake and Alistair going in deep, lacking on 3-man knockup for Fortune also getting a proper 3 or 4-man ulti. The Jake's ulti come in and she ends up getting the Wukong kill and the Wukong just process ulti. Alistair nobody is aiming for the Astral and Astral just doing so much damage to all of them. If the Astral ulti comes in, he might be able to get the kill on the Jake's, he might be able to get the kill on the Fortune. Look at how low all of them are. Look at the Jake's HP, the Fortune HP, the Darius HP.
If Ziggs or Ezreal had a ult right now, they'll be getting a double kill. But instead, they'll be looking to get that tower. Yeah, they might just get that tower. No,
They
they don't.
poked out the tower quite a bit because that was actually very, very well played by the Fortune. Getting a proper ulti on 3 or 4 or 5 of men of them poking them out. Even Alistair wasn't able to sustain out so much damage coming by the Fortune. Now
And right
OE
now,
is
no.
just looking to just burst on the dragon. Alistair is just going to be pushing away, but I think he is going to be ending up falling just because of that. Wukong coming in, but he is not going to be able to steal the dragon. Fiora gets caught out over the Jix is going to be caught out again, but Jix can. Okay, no, Jix is going to be got
Let
the
me tell you what happened right now. Someone blasted that cone there, and Ziggs was thrown out from that place. So
yeah,
yeah,
feels bad for the Jix.
yeah, the very fact that OE did a blunder, like Ezreal did a blunder therefore, and he threw that Ziggs in the pit where that made him lose that out. Means that ended up giving them kill. But meanwhile, Lee Sin gets a kill on that misfortune. I think that's a good trade there. Eventually,
No, but even you're getting the kill, losing the first tower even before the rift once, that's pretty huge. No,
yeah, right.
Misfortune was able to secure. She was able to do a job which she meant to do. Getting down the towers.
Like Frolic is currently doing good and all, but if let me tell you, right now what red team has to do, but blue team OE has to do is deny Frolic from getting refer. If they get another tower, but either they have to deny them or get another tower for them.
Just because you are the team which has the Australia, you are the team which has the Jax, so it's much more preferable for you to get the towers, then you have to meet the team which is going to be pressing out on the towers because Jix inherently has the ability to just burst down the towers.
And Fiora early game isn't that good in a team fight. She needs that. If you are giving the towers early to the opponent team, it's hard for her to split push.
And we are seeing a Fiora split push coming out. And in the late game, I don't think even a Darius can contest against the Fiora.
See, the goal difference right now is somewhat around 3k. So yeah, that's a pretty decent advantage that Frolic can have right now. But if they manage to get that Rift Herald, they'll be like they means after they get this Rift Herald and they look get a tower, I think it's a snowball for them.
Yes, but I don't think blue team is going to be contesting for it. Maybe it's just Wukong is going to be flickering and using the ulti on the still the enemy anti follows and going to be knocking up two of them. Fortune ulti is going to be pretty decent and going to be able to get so much damage on the Dalistar.
Did you see that Wukong, the way he dived in on that Ezreal? He just got a triple kill. Ezreal was surviving at 1 HP under his tower, but in meanwhile, we see at Rift Herald, we see a fight coming in. Ziggs trying to poke them out, Fiora trying to get a flank on that Darius, but Red Team eventually gets that Rift Herald there. And let's just see what's happening right now because at this point, OE is completely being dominated by Frolic. Everyone's prediction are going wrong here.
Yes, but that is what the point about XP playing as Wukong, right? A proper knockoff convert by Alexa, they are going to be extending it quite some bit. They are going to be able to get the kill on the Darius. They are also going to be able to get the kill on the Wukong. That was so much overextension coming out by by the Darius and the Wukong, but they do end up getting the mid tower, which is pretty worth, I would say. Getting tier 3 tower in the mid lane, it really opens up the map for you. Lee Sin is going to be going in for the Fortune. Probably even they are going to be able to get the tower as well. Oh, they're just going to be a bit less. 153 left on the tower.
Like that tower did manage to survive, and yeah, that if that tower is but Ziggs ends up getting that tower with his satchel.
Yep. So I would say, I mean, that was pretty good on both the teams. Like, Wukong and that is getting up the tier 3 tower in the mid lane, and also the proper counter retaliation coming out by Lee Sin and Astral. And maybe even the Jax, getting the kills on them, also securing the mid tower. And now that the Ocean Dragon is going to be up, I don't think Jax is going to be having his ulti. I don't think Alistair is going to be having this ulti. So it's going to be a much more easier for the red side to just burst it down, maybe just take it down before the Alistair gets his ulti.
Yeah, means you are actually correct there. And we see a skirmish at top against Fiora and Darius there. But at bot we have Ocean Drake, and the goal difference currently has been reduced a lot. It has been reduced to 2.5k. So yeah, but we can see Red Team having that river control there. What do you think? Will there be an engage from Alistair's side because Red Team has started the Drake?
Yes, Alistair has to go in because if Alistair goes in, there's no the front line in the team, right? That's what is going to be using an ulti to clear out the dragon. Oh, wow. The ulti coming out by Jax almost tries to, almost like it was very close to stealing the dragon. But as Fortune using her ulti for securing the dragon, I would say it was pretty worth. Even though you lost the fight, you end up getting the dragon. So it's a nice thing, I would say.
But I think blue team is looking to get that tower. OE will get that tower. And yeah, OE did get that tower easily. Means currently OE has the same amount of tower as Frolic, and the objectives have been very well distributed, and the goal difference has been brought down to an equal. Like there's not much of a goal difference. Currently, OE might just go for a comeback.
Yes, I am looking for OE comeback now after getting the first break and losing the second break. I would say FES is having a proper fight as well, giving out a proper fight. Uh, but looking at the situation, like no team is really leading this game. Both teams having almost the same goal, 37k compared to 37k. And Nami actually learning a lot of her response.
Meanwhile, just I saw Fiora getting that teleport, so now she can join in the team fights and she can split push whenever she wants. So yeah,
Also, we are seeing Darius pulling out the Flora quite a bit in the bottom lane. Yes, maybe he can get the kill. Yes, he is going in for the ulti, but it's going to be a bit less damage. Maybe the Fiora is going to be falling to the bleed. No, she survives with almost 0 HP.
now we are seeing an engage by the blue red team. They are looking to tower dive there. Will that be possible?
I think Diagar is going to be, forcing down engage the top lane and getting tower.
And
Oh,
Darius did manage to get the
sorry.
bot tower, and he's looking to retreat back there. He isn't there to engage. We are seeing a retreat recall back from every team on red team side. They pressurized that top lane. They didn't get the tower, but Darius just managed to get the tower there at bot, and that again, like the goal difference isn't much, but the map pressure that Darius is creating is much more than a Fiora could do, and that's very sad for OE.
It's a map pressure which you should be looking from what the Fiora provides. It is being provided by the Darius, and it's not something which is advisable for your team.
Did we see a locket being popped there? Yeah. Nami going for a locket. Like locket being nerfed there, but Nami still going for a locket. Yeah, we know locket has been nerfed to 50% in the early game, but currently late game, it's still worth buying.
Maybe this is because of the locket. When you are saying that Alice are building the Ionian Gauntlet instead of the Gargoyle, is this the reason why they are falling behind with the tankiness?
That means yeah, Alistair didn't go for a goal just just prove it wrong for the means might just prove a big blunder for OE, and even angry not utilizing Fiora's full potential there is putting out a barren difference there.
Well, I don't. I would hate to say this, but there is a definite bad difference coming out in this game.
No, I mean not as a barren difference in a team fight, but as a barren difference in map pressure. Like if you see Darius is like Fiora has the is the one who's catching up to Darius into split pushing, not Darius. So yeah, means Darius is always walking to the top lane whenever the whole blue team is at the bot lane. He's just looking to pressurize map any way he can.
Yes, then now that the Infinite Dragon is going to be up in almost 15 seconds, I really want to be seeing a Jig steal coming out, right? Because when you have a steal ulti, you have a Jig ulti, you are the team which has to, the priority to steal it. Even though you don't need to contest for the dragon, you can just steal it using your ultis. This is exactly what I want to see in this fight. Jig's trying to just steal the ulti, and Alistair is going to get caught out by the Nami's bubble.
We see
Oh,
redemption being popped there.
oh yes, we are just going to be dying.
At this point,
Uh,
Darius gets that that Fiora's rotation was cut off at the very bad. Wukong engages with his ult there, and means Alistair is trying all he could. Ziggs coming with his ult there, but look at that misfortunes ult out there. She gets everyone. He did manage to get look at the poke, but Ezreal using his ult, but no point using. And Lee Sin being a god there gets a kill on that Wukong. They are looking for a re-engage there, and will they get that? Means will they poke out that enemy? Yeah, this helped them stall this Drake at till a point, but I don't think this will help them in a long run. And we see red team starting the Drake, but they are starting this Drake without their jungler, and Lee Sin is still there. They might just go for a steal. What do you think?
Decent is trying for looking for a catch out or potential catch out or maybe a potential steal, but FES is just going to be smart and just going to be backing along. But they do not know that Lee Sin is onto the Infernal Dragon. Looking to just steal the Infernal Dragon. Alistair is there to back the Lee Sin up. They are going to be able to steal it very sneakily.
This red dragon might come as like I think there might be a comeback because now red team has that extra damage that they were lacking. Means they were behind in the farm, but this red dragon, this infernal drake might just give them that a hope. Maybe. What do you think?
Oh yes, but this was a pretty sneaky Dragon combo because nobody of the red team, nobody even XP wouldn't have expected the Lee Sin. They just burst out the Dragon. And also, the West wasn't actually literally just gave away the dragon to them because when Lee Sin tried to jump on the dragon, it was already at 3k HP, already at 50% HP. So it was a
Let me
pretty easy dragon for the Lee Sin to secure.
Angry did a blunderous part, like Angry being rotating at such a off rotation point. He should have known that, like, yeah, the players will be on their tower side. Second of all, but somehow blue team came through that. Oh, he came through that from that dire situation. But we see that team engaging the Baron here.
Yeah, the team is just looking for the Baron Engager or waiting to catch someone out. And now that you have a Nami, you should be looking to catch out someone because doesn't really excel in a team fight. If you catch out someone using a bubble and if your team can follow up, it's a really good thing. Also, we see that Darius being caught off in the middle and he is going to be dying to the Australia. That was a
Are we
very good
seeing
catch out by the Alistair.
Means Alistair went and knocked him there. They popped Darius GA Guardian's Angel, and then they got a kill. That's a win-win situation for right now. They are. Meanwhile, we see a whole team rotating at top. Means three of them: Fiora, Lee Sin, and Alistair.
Now that they have the kill on that is the National is playing very bit too aggressive.
No, at this point they have the same goal difference. They don't have that much of tower, but yeah, they have the same goal difference, and they are looking for an engage.
They are looking for an engage and a proper engage comes out, but still it's just going to be falling the even the Jake's ends up falling and that damage coming out of the fortune. And the reason this is going to go for a vertical strike on the fortune, but he is going to be end up falling up as well. The fortune GF ends up popping. Still trying his best to get the kill on the fortune, but she is just going to be escaping.
Lee Sin survives that Corki with his dash out there, and yeah, overall a very good team fight engage they had. But the very fact that no, did you see how well again Fez Goku OP is too good with misfortune there? He became a beast and got a double kill there. But see, they didn't have their jungler Lee Sin present there. He came in late, but somehow it did this fight did means ended up in the favor of blue team. Like Ezreal survived, he got some kills, so it eventually he got some gold. That's helpful. Late game, Ezreal outscales misfortune out there. So I think we might just see a proper comeback from OE's side. The score is 11-14. Both the teams are the same right now. OE has two drakes, whereas Frolic has one extra tower, and the goal difference isn't that much. It's around 800 difference, 800 or 900 if I'm not wrong.
Also, as you said, still is going to be like much more better than the misfortune in late game, and also Fiora is going to be much more better than Darius in the late game. Fiora is the late game beast. You can't really contest the Fiora in any, even if Fiora takes a 1-2 versus 5, Fiora is just going to be ending up on the top.
We are seeing red team bush camping in that bush, and are they means they're just trying to catch someone with Nami's bubble and all. But yeah, blue team being too cautious there, they know that they have to scale a lot. Let me tell you, if this game goes to late game, the red team's hyper carry is Corgi, but the blue team has Ziggs, Ezreal, and you know how tanky that Alistair becomes and how painful that Fiora might prove to you.
And also, guys, thanks for 50 likes on the stream. Means a lot to us. The next like game is going to be 75 likes. So hope you guys do it.
So yeah, we are seeing Elder Cloud Drake being spawned. I think this Cloud Drake, the team fight at this Cloud Drake will decide everything.
This is going to be a very decisive fight. The team who wins comes on top of this fight is just going to be able to secure the win.
Let's just see. The team is looking for a bush camp. I hope no one So no, they all are at mid. What's gonna happen at this point? I'm pretty much excited to see. Will they look for a means objective trade? Like will they go like? If you do not know, you can actually try an objective Drake. While a team is taking Drake, you go for a Baron under their nose.
This is what we might. This is what I hope to see because the adaptation on the top lane and maybe they can just wait out. Maybe just try to just fake engage in the Drake and just go in for the Baron.
They might just go for that.
Just we see the that is just just clearing out minions in the top lane, Fiora clearing out the minions in the bottom lane. Both the Baron lane is just pushing out the opposite lane, which is what you want to see in a proper 5 versus 5 fight, right? Baron lane is just splitting on the opposite side of the objective.
Yeah, like that's the work of Fiora. You are actually putting out things very nicely there, like Fiora needs to. But we see that is like calling back and coming back, and red team is looking to engage and disengage. Like that every time they're making sure that they're resetting that Drake so that blue team does not get. Everyone is too cautious. They aren't greedy to get kills and all. They know that how important this match is. I cannot imagine what's the pressure on their mind right now.
Therefore, the pressure at this moment because this is going to be a very decisive Drake. If you lose the Drake, you lose the game. This is why both teams are playing really safe.
Yes. Sorry, I disconnected for a moment there. So yeah, the Cloud Drake is still up. Darius is at the Baron lane. He has his GA up by now, so I think that will. And Misfortune has a GA also. So currently, I think this favors blue team much more. But we are seeing red team much more. But we are seeing blue team walking into that lane. Like no one is starting the deck. Look how careful everyone is playing. Like how cautiously everyone is trying to play right now. And Fiora getting that Sterix gauge right now. Fiora is currently strong right now.
Oh man, this game is just getting this extending to such a long time. It's already 20 to 22 minutes into the game, and no team is just going to be going in for the king. They just want to play it safe and just wait for the other team to make a mistake so that they can catch them out. But what we are seeing in this game is that the team is starting to take the Elder Dragon, knowing that Fiora was top. They are trying to just trying to burst it down. If there a smite steal going to be coming in, oh yes, the Fortune is able to secure the kill with the Dragon. Jix was there, but it is not going to be enough. Oh, but Wukong, this is going to be caught between all three of them. He has to flicker away to safety. The Darius is going to get caught out over there by the Jix, the Alistair and the Astral. That was
This
very
could
good. That's by the Wukong to try to get the Astral, but the
I think this just opened a path for them to get a Baron there, and few of them will be going to get that tier 2 tower, and few of them will walk to get that Baron there. I think blue team is looking to get that Baron there. Ezreal, Fiora, and Lee Sin have started that Baron. They are getting too much damage from the Baron, but will they be Wukong coming in? I think they're okay. Three of them are walking to the Baron. I think we might see a steal, but blue team manages to get that Baron. They'll just look for a disengage. Yeah, blue team gets a Baron. OE gets a Baron. We might see a push from OE right now. OE has that Baron, they have that EP advantage, Baron buff advantage, so they might just go for. Do you think OE will be able to get any inhibs from Frolic?
well, they should potentially be looking to just force out the fights and just looking for NF because after losing the Cloud Dragon, you can't outrotate any of the teams, right? Because the 16% movement speed which the Elder Cloud Dragon gives you, so you should be really just looking to force up or engage rather than split push, right?
Like
Because you
right,
can't split push, you can't out macro a team which has Elder Cloud Dragon. This is
right now we
what
are
they are
seeing,
doing, like all four of them in the mid lane.
right now we are seeing 1v4 split push here. Like I'm just I'm just not saying anything because I do not want to miss out on any engages. I don't want audience to miss out your commentary on the engages, chief.
No, and also the top lane, the split push come out by Fiora. She is just split pushing really well, but she should be just looking to go on the bottom lane. When the Jix stun coming out, you get two of them, and that is just going to be a little bit too deep, and that is just going to be end up falling.
Fiora getting that double kill right now. Fiora is too strong. What the fuck? Did Alistair get that kill on Misfortune there?
This is
And
the stun because after the Jix, man, late game Jix, the poke just engaged in the stun out coming out with Jix. That is just way too much for the Fortune to handle. Even the Wukong is not really tanky. So this is just going to be game for OE.
he managed to come back from a dire situation in this game. They were losing this game from the very start. They were on the not high grounds, but they somehow got that. Let me tell you, that Infernal Drake did wonders for them at that point, and giving out that Baron, no issues. Sorry, giving out that Cloud Drake. OE was like, you take that Cloud Drake. We do not care. We'll get the kills and we go for Baron. If they get tier 2 tower, they push down that top inhibitor lane, and they ended from there.
Also, having the Jix in the late game is such a big advantage that you have in your team. Getting the Jix in the late game, you can just one shot the towers. You don't even need the Baron buff. The Baron buff is just an added advantage for OE.
No surprises there. Vitrox getting that MVP as he dished out 46,000 damage. Insane damage.
It's more than the Fiora and the Lee Sin combined.
Like it's more than like 46,000 equal to Korki and what Fest Goku OP, somewhat near about that. And Tanish also playing so nice, giving a 30k damage there. So yeah, good pokes coming in from OE.
Yep, exactly. And now with this victory secured by OE, the score is going to be 2-1, 2 for OE and 1 for FPS. And we are going to be heading into the match 4 in just a bit. And guys, just make sure to support your team. Just go in because this is going to be a decisive match. It's do or die for FPS.
And just see that OE was losing after 6 minutes. They had the goal breakdown for the goal graph for OE wasn't in favor for them. But at the very last moment, at the very last 23rd minute, there's a shoot up in the goal graph. If you see it, that's a constant steep shoot up in the gold graph, and that actually helped. That shows how did OE manage to come out of a dire situation, which where they were losing a game, that they capitalized on Frolic's mistakes, and they managed to get a comeback, a proper comeback there.
Yep, so we'll be back with March for just a bit. So just don't go anywhere. Make sure to just stick to the stream and also get your popcorn ready because it's a do or die situation for FES. Because if they just lose this game, it's just going to be OE getting a 3-1 victory in the LUC Champions Rising Grand Finale.
I wouldn't want it to be a proper stomp here. So yeah, the matches will be starting soon. We'll be back also soon, guys. So yeah.
Say my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
Just you need some gas on. Just you need some gas on.
So guys, we're back with the game 4 of LUC Champions Rising Finale. Now that all bans are in, the bans being Braum, Alistair, Jit and Diana, I feel like it's gonna be a insta Galio pick because Braum had been banned for the last 3 games, and now that Galio is not banned in this game, it is gonna be a insta pick, a Galio pick and not. Who team is this? No, I'm wondering what to pick. Okay, against the Braum. Sorry, against the Galio. Oh, wait, are you there?
My bad, my bad. So we have seen Jin play Galio there yesterday against Smile Squad. He was actually carrying that game. He got early 2-3 kills, and he was fed as fuck. And he went in all. He got kills. Everything he did, he did wonders with his Galio.
Yes, and we are going to be seeing a Galio pick today. Just almost definite Galio pick because now that Galio has been banned from Sin for the last past games, he would be dying to place Galio.
I'm looking forward to a Galio pick.
Yes, I am predict. Let me just predict the picks. It's just going to be a Galio first pick. It's going to be countered by a Darius pick and also
There,
maybe possibly a Wukong pick. I'm not really sure about that.
no, but there has been a glitch. They have went for a blind pick, I guess.
Oh wow! Again, we have to go through another rematch. So, Mandela feels bad. Okay, let's just go with the predictions because there's definitely going to be a Robbie remake. So, what do you feel like the picks are going to be? Because I feel like it's going to be a Galio pick, a Wukong pick on the side of FPS, and OE just going in for the Kaiser pick.
We might see a Kaisa pick coming from, like, this is a draft pick right now, so they might pick whatever they want. But picks, we might see Kaisa being picked off there. Then we might even see Kolki coming out. Ziggs was banned, so yeah, no Ziggs there. Galio being coming there. Was Wukong banned or not? I wasn't there. I got disconnected again, so I didn't see the bans happening. But yeah, if Wukong wasn't banned, XP will go with Wukong banning there. So overall, the probability, like, I'm still confused. Like, OE might just stomp this game and they might just go for a 3-1 victory, or like after the remake, and let's guys, or either Frolic will come back. Just spam in the chat whom you are supporting. Guess the winning person. Like, will OE go for 3-2? Will this game go to the 5th game, or will this game end here?
Well, all of the audience definitely wants to see a fifth game, but I would say we should be looking to just stomp out this game and not giving FPS any chance for the comeback in the fifth game. Because you have the pressure over them in this game. They are under pressure to just win up this game. So we might be seeing a lot of mistakes on the contest of just trying to win it immediately.
Yeah, it might happen, it might not. Let's just see how things roll out for them. And we see a proper mid 5v5 quarrel. Like, these constant remakes have been irritating, but what can we do? Players doing. So yeah, apart from that, I think means they have picked the troll picks here, but I just hope that we see some interesting picks coming up throughout the game. So on that note, guys, we'll be coming back shortly. Sorry for these inconveniences. Means it's bad on
As soon as the lobbies make, we'll be back with the draft picks. So sorry for so many remakes because there has been a lot of confusion because both these teams are really tired, playing almost 4 games now. So they need to buckle up a bit. So let's just give them that time. We'll be back as soon as the draft is starting.
So yeah, we'll be back in a short while. So guys, we can see the players have started to choose their have started their picks here. So Chief, what do you think about Galio coming in here? No, Chief. So I think Chief has some net issues right now. So yeah. So Galio being first pick from Fez Jin, no surprise there. Seraphine being picked by Dimly, I think that's very good. They are going for a poke heavy, and Fez Goku OP again going for that misfortune. I guess Frolic is looking to go poke heavy this game, whereas we see some kind of poke heavy champions coming from red team sides. OE side, Gragas, Lux, means a pretty good answer to poke heavy comps is a poke heavy comp. So yeah, they are going that way. Ezreal also popping up from OE Tanish. Last game, Ezreal did wonders for OE Tanish. Oh, Chief, you are here by the way. Welcome.
So seems like I had some internet issues, so now I'm back. So the thoughts on Galio pick, we did see a Rakan being hovered over for a while, but the Lux being ultimately picked, I'm kind of disappointed, man. I really wanted to see a Rakan today.
But we see XP going Jarvan this game, and Froza going that Darius, Sage going that Olaf, and Vitrox. Will Vitrox go Annie? No, he is going Akali this game. Why would
Oh,
Vitrox?
pretty new picks coming out in this thing. We don't see the Annie coming out, we don't see the Wukong coming out, we see the Galio coming out. So this is the new set of picks and bans.
Yeah, it's totally a new set of picks for both the teams. Actually, if you look at OE, they don't have much of appeal there. They have more of an engage. But when it comes to means Frolic side, we see much of appeal from XP, as that they have more tanky champions. So I think this game might go into favor of Frolic. I guess we might be looking for, like, I'm not judging it, but according to drafts, I love Frolic's draft more compared to our means OE draft, because Akali against Galio, not a good pick, and Ezreal and Lux, a good pick again. I would say poke heavy lane, but you have a counter Sarah and Misfortune there, and at top Gragas versus Darius. What do you think? Who wins that?
Well, looking at the draft, FES is running the same exact comp which OE ran in the semi-finale, right? The Jarvan, Galio, and the Seraphine.
Yeah.
So this is their strategy played against themselves.
So they are playing
Quite the irony.
means, yeah, they're playing against their mirror selves, like they are playing against their past, something like that, whatever sounds cool. So yeah.
Yeah. And that's still in the mid lane, a Galio against Akali. I do feel like the Galio is going to be the definite winner of this matchup, unless the Akali can, really, build up the peers in the early game, build up the top in the early game itself. Because there's no other way Akali can't beat up a Galio.
Like Galio has that MR, magic resistance inbuilt MR, and also Akali I don't think is a good pick against her. But yeah, as they have a misfortune and Sarah, so Akali is just there for to get that misfortune, I guess.
Exactly, that's going to be there for a perfect prediction kill on the Seraphine and the Fortune, because none of these heroes can really save themselves. They are really squishy champions.
Meanwhile, we see Sarah and Misfortune having that lane priority there, and Hades and OE Tanish being poked and being kept under their tower. We see at top, even Darius has that lane advantage, lane priority, and he has a pretty good stacked up minion there. So yeah, no issues for him. But in mid, we see Akali has, like, they both have the similar kind of lane advantage. Yeah, minion crashing at the same time. Jungle rotation, we see Jarvan going for that bot scuttle. Meanwhile, Olaf going for that top scuttle.
Yes, I think we say early invade in the top lane, Olaf jumping onto the Darius, but Darius just had to flicker away into the safety of his tower.
But that was worth it. Like, Olaf jumped onto that Darius, and that Darius just flickered out. Or burning a flash is a good choice. Like, okay, but we see Gragas going in. He was ready to turret dive. That Darius survives at 10% of HP out there. Okay, sad. I thought he'll get a kill there.
This is really actually very aggressive play coming out by Angry Iris, and he is going to be able to get the kill. The proper flicker and knockout coming out by Gragas. Yeah, so getting first, but this is a proper aggressive gameplay coming out by him. Like, this is why probably we see a lot of Gragas being banned, right?
Yeah, like Gragas has been banned a lot throughout this tourney. Like out of 17 games, that is banned around 6 or 7 times. But overall, overall means I never expected Gragas, a late game champion, to play this aggressive against an early game champion such as Darius, and he was committing too hard. Means I was like, he might get tower might shoot him and all. That too under a level 3. So yeah, now Darius is a level behind Gragas if you look at if you look that properly, and Gragas is not looking for means he's looking for force engages and all, and he's not letting Darius farm properly.
That he's not letting even the Darius close, and this is why Darius has called in for the gank. Jarvan is ready for the gank on the Gragas because he knows that Gragas is kind of ahead, and I need a gank to help him in the lane.
Yeah, like currently at bot, somehow they are surviving. Seraphine, you know how much of a poke heavy champion she is. She provides lot of poke, but Lux is also there. But at top, Gragas is constantly bullying that Darius, and we see Jarvan rotating. I think Olaf isn't looking to gank anywhere right now, and Akali just farming under a tower. But she's poked a lot by that Galio. Galio is showing how good he is against an Akali and any AP champs. Like, let me tell you, Galio is the best counter to any AP champs out there, guys. So if you are a mid laner pro, means a dedicated mid laner, and you know that you wanna win that mid lane and against an AP champion, just go Galio because he has all the magic resistance he need in the world against all the AP champions.
Up, Gallia is a perfect counter to any million champion. Also, it's a kind of indirect counter to Evelyn in the jungle and Gragas in the top lane.
Yeah. Like Akali also in a top lane. Meanwhile, we see the first Drake, Inferno Drake, a very important Drake for both the teams, the early damage. I think we might see a fight very soon.
We do expect the fight to be coming out very soon because the Jarvan and Galio can just combo up, and there's nothing much the Olaf can do, right? Because Olaf has to use up his flicker to escape from the Jarvan dimension wall.
Let's just see. Like blue team right now has the complete Frolic has the complete control of the river, but the red team is just looking to poke them out. Even blue team is also looking to poke them out with Sarah and all. What do you think? Who's gonna outpoke each other?
Well, even though Lux can outpoke the Seraphine can outpoke them, the Lux just healing constantly just gonna make a big difference. Look at that, the Akali just going in for the kills on the Galio, even before the Galio could ulti. A Seraphine ulti is gonna be following up, but that's not gonna be enough. The Olaf going in just for the kills, but he's gonna end up falling. Unfortunate for him, Gragas is trying to poke them out, but it's not gonna be. They're just gonna back it off. Never
Did
mind.
you see how well that Akali maneuvered herself in that shroud and in that team fight? She jumped from one champion to another. She was untargetable there. She went in. She got one kill there, if I'm not wrong. Then Gragas getting the kill on that Darius. Like a proper execution coming out from OE's side this time.
Is Akali playing really aggressive also? Like even though the Darius is quite ahead, Akali was the one who engaged. She went on to the Darius, then just jumping on to the Galio almost immediately.
Like we saw last time what happened when Akali engaged, but this time somehow OE managed to capitalize that.
Well, I don't think they'll be having any LTs toward this re-engage coming out by the FES side. FES, the Galio is still having his ulti up. Oh no, it's still follow ulti comes in as well. They are not going to be in a position to contest for the dragon. They are OE is going to be just taking dragon.
Let me tell you
Oh
this
yeah.
way. OE Frolic not taking this Drake and getting themselves poked this much and not able to get this Infernal Drake at this early stage is gonna harm them, because let me tell you, only Galio is the late game champion they have currently. Darius late game, I wouldn't recommend. He becomes weak, he scales down. Whereas Ezreal scales up, Akali scales up, Gragas scales up. Olaf is their early game carry, but apart from that, if Lux is going AP, then her pokes are immense. Like the poke she dishes out and the ult, it's annoying.
Yep, guys, what do you guys think? Is it going to be a 3-1 or is it going to be a 2-2? Just comment down below.
See, I have seen Jin play. Like I think chat will go for OE, but yeah, we can expect some outplays from Jin, because if he gets fed after at the first in for like this rift or something like that, he might be able to carry the team.
Well, let's see what exactly happens because for Jin to carry, he needs to have a proper engagement with Jarvan. Only then he can go in. Because Galio can't. Galio's a champion which you need to rely on your team, right?
Yeah.
You can't really use the ulti on anyone or just like that. You need to rely on team a lot. And we see a gank coming out by the red team. They're just looking to, just pressure out them. Trying to, uh, trying to just try to pressure on the top lane.
That means they are looking to do that, but let's just see what's happening. They are looking to pressurize the top. Everyone and from the red team is at the top. They are just trying to pressurize the top because they have the Rift Herald coming up. The Rift Herald is actually there, and we
The
see.
settle is up for quite a long time. Like already been like almost 2 minutes in the first one, and none of them are really committing for getting going for the settle. Mid lane being just cleared out by the Akali and the Olaf. They are going to be just going and trying to take the rift. The Jarvan being poked out quite a lot, and the Astral just flickers away from the Jarvan's ulti. That's not going to be enough. The Galio does follow up onto the Jarvan's ulti, but that's not going to be enough. Astral is going to be bursting everyone down. And that was happening. Olaf is just going to be jumping under the backline. This is just vanishing the Seraphine, just killing out the Fortune. A
And did you
properly
see
executed team fight by Oi.
OE capitalized on that team fight again? In Jarvin engaged, but what Ezreal flashed out. Okay, Lux giving that kill to that Galio didn't matter that much. That is did get the tower, but yeah, they deny but instead at top we can see Olaf also in mid. My bad. In mid we can see Olaf getting that tower, so they traded that tower and they did get that infernal drake, which will be helpful for them in near future for the next drake. But did you see how at top Akali got that double kill? Ezreal saved his flash. So when Jarvin jumps on him, he just flashes out, and he repositioned himself with his arcane shift and started dishing out that damage. Currently, OE's execution is on point, and Akali is doing wonders for them. And let me tell you, OE's jungler Sage is on a full rampage mode right now. He, as an Olaf early game champions, is getting too many kills. Let me tell you, he might just become the hyper carry in this game or Ezreal. I'm
This
just
already with a KDA of 3-1. Also, Akari having a 3-0 KDA. So these both of the champs really scaled well to the late game, and they can just get into your backline and just demolish. Olaf is unstoppable ultimate. Nothing, no CC can really stop him, right? Because
yeah.
blue team
Sarah's
is
ult
just
is
more
just wasted
focused
on him.
towards a CC comp, right? The Jarvan going in, the Galio stun coming in, and the Seraphine ulti. It's more focused towards the CC, but Olaf is gonna cancel it all out.
Right, but a Jarvin into an Olaf is a good choice if you want to deny that engage. But let me tell you, you have to actually ult down, lock that Olaf down into your ult. Otherwise, there's no point picking that Jarvin currently in this comp because Ezreal has that arcane shift and a flash to escape Jarvin's ult. So better to stop that Olaf force engage. It's better way to utilize that Jarvin's ult at this point.
Yes, and now that the Cloud Dragon is up, the Rift is going to be used in the bottom lane to pressure Frolic Esports a bit.
So meanwhile at bot we see the Rift Herald being summoned and they are looking to get the tower. They'll get half plating from the blue team's Frolic's tower. We see Ezreal poking them out. Darius has already been poked out to half of his HP. Do you think like the Drake is gonna be the Cloud Drake has spawned? Who do you think will win this Drake fight? Because we see OE executing things perfectly. I don't want to jinx it for them, but they are on a roll right now.
But I do think it's going to be a pretty easy dragon for the way because Jarvan is poked out so much, the Galio is being poked out so much. Darius had to back foot because of the poke from Akali. Akali almost was doing a proper 1 versus 1 against Darius and poked him out to like almost 30% HP. So it was a pretty free dragon for away.
Yeah, like it was pretty much uncontested for them. They get that movement speed for right now, and Akali and all the squishy champions with that movement speed. Currently, OE is actually having the high grounds in this team is in this fight, and we see a teleport coming in from the Darius at the top lane just so that to deny that Akali that tower. Yeah, and at bot we see a tower has already been taken out. So yeah, means OE has lost one tower, but they did manage to get 8 kills, one herald, and 2 drake. So overall, OE is at an advantage here.
They are the dominant spot and they are looking just to maximize it. Just look at how aggressive the Gragas are. Still, everyone's playing. See, Gragas is just going to be going in, just going back into 2 man. Still, Ulti is going to be following up. Jarvan's Ulti just going to be not enough. Fortune's Ulti not having enough damage. He's just going to be dying. Seraphine Ulti is coming out there, but is it going to be enough? No.
Let me tell you that
Yeah.
Fortune
Oh, Akali. Wow. Akali just going so deep, just securing the kill on Fortune.
Akali went into that tower, getting that kill on Fortune. What a wonderful play by Akali. Means Vitrox is actually on a rampage right now. Like no one can stop him. Did you see the way he jumped in, got that kill, and came back
Yes,
unscathed?
but now that he also has his Zabadon up and he just flickered in, there's nothing you can do to stop Akali at this point.
Like Akali is totally snowballing this game, and if you feed an Akali, you know how harmful she can be for you.
And also, guys, if you didn't know the skin, the Morada Olaf skin, which is being played by OE's Erase, it was the skin giveaway by Level Up India on the Facebook page.
Guys, we are coming up with more giveaways in near future. So if you want to be updated, do follow our Discord. Do become a member of Discord channels because we'll be updating everything there, and you can participate on every giveaways from our Discord channels.
Yes, and so Lux routing out and just doing the too much damage from ulti. They end up getting the kill on the Fortune. She was pretty unfortunate on Fortune's spot to just get
Meanwhile,
rooted.
meanwhile, at bot, there was a three-man gang on that Jarvan. Olaf was trapped into Jarvan's ult, but Akali comes in and ends up getting that kill on Jarvan. So they are now right now. OE is completely stomping the game. Darius is trying to do his level best to spread push, but currently at this point OE has a much higher ground. They have that 314 kill means 314 score right now, and 10k goal difference with two Drakes at 13 minutes of a game. SDL gets another tower. At this point OE is just stomping. What do you think? It's a game for OE. I think OE will take this win and win the finale, win the LUC Cup.
Guys, you just look at them, just look, focusing on tower, getting all the farm, denying all the farm from Jarvan, just clearing out the red buff, clearing out all the camp. Such a aggressive gameplay coming out by OE. And yes, I do feel like it's going to be a 3-1 comeback. Yes, there's a very slight possibility at a 10k goal efficient. Comeback is very hard.
10k goal difference with OE getting those five towers and two Drakes. Like right now, means I was hoping some good plays from Goku OP and all, but they aren't that fair. They are weak right now compared to them.
Oh my god, this Olaf West again just going to be going a rampage, getting the kill almost immediately on the Jarvan. The guy already falls up on the Jarvan, which is not going to be enough. The Akali just too good at this point. He's just melting literally everyone, almost getting a triple kill over there.
At this point, either OE will go for a Baron. Yeah, they are looking to get that Baron, and after that Baron, they'll be getting that Mountain Drake. They'll be having all the peel for all the peel. Like I predicted that it will be hard for OE as they didn't have any peel, but they utilized this comp very nicely. They Akali did wonders for them, and even the Olaf engages helped them a lot create that chaos so that Akali can just go in, wipe them out at first Drake. So yeah, OE did manage to slay that Baron as I said, and now they are looking to get that Drake also. Mountain Drake will also go to OE. We see Olaf at the top clearing Jarvan's blue. He's just denying Jarvan that blue.
I think that this point the game is pretty much over. There's no way Frolic can come back.
Like the very fact that yeah, and red team OE manages to get that means Mountain Drake, and now OE will look to push out every lane, or either they'll shove the mid or the bot lane because there is an only they might get just one nip tower out here, and then either there will be an end or they'll just go back and wait for another Baron to spawn and end the game, or look for a team fight and wipe Frolic and just take the victory. So at mid, we can see an engage by OE. OE is trying to engage. Akari goes in and she demolishes that Seraphine. Ezreal gets a kill on Misfortune. It's totally chaos out there. Jarvan's GS getting popped off out there. Okay, it's a total domination by Akali. Akali getting that kill on Galio, and it will be an ace from Ezreal's side. Akali getting that double kill. Sorry, my bad. Not from Ezreal's side, but Akali's side. Red team gets an ace, and it's a victory. OE wins the LUC Cup. Cool. Well played by OE. Vitrox did wonders for them, and that Olaf. OE. Guys, OE did wonders this game. OE, congratulations on OE winning this LUC finale. Means they played it so nicely, they executed everything well, so perfect with Lux support. Hades provided that poke from his support. OE Tanish and Akali did their job pretty well overall, and what an aggressive play by Angry. overall and a very good gameplay seen by OE. And yeah, that helped them win the game. We see MVP going to that Vitrox, no surprise there. Vitrox with that 10 kills. Look at that KDA, man. 10 kills, 0 deaths, 5 assists. He's almost full build there. So yeah, guys, on that note, we have came to an end of our LUC Cup. Hope you guys enjoyed it because it was one hell of a journey for us. We saw so many teams fighting each other, giving their all, and yeah, eventually OE coming at the top from the starting of the tournament. We have seen these both, and second of all, Frolic did play well. It's just that this game didn't go what they wanted. This game didn't go the way what they wanted to. It's just hard luck. Frolic did manage to, because I know as a team Frolic is too good. I just at the starting I said that these two teams have same skill level. If you compare them on a scale, I would say both of the team are pretty even. But it's just that who had the better day today. And let's be honest, like Frolic did have some few mishaps happening for them, but OE capitalized on them and they came through. So yeah, kudos to OE, kudos to Frolic, but congrats on OE winning this tourney. So on that note, guys, we'll be ending our stream. Congratulations on OE winning that prize pool there. And yeah, means everyone predicted OE to win, so I think none of your predictions went wrong there. And none of their predictions went wrong there, and I think those who predicted OE will win.
Man, I didn't really feel bad, man. Oh my goodness. I literally just disconnected on the most OPS moment of this game. OE
Yeah,
winning the finale of the LUC Champions Rising.
Mhm.
So anyways, with that, we will be ending the stream. Congratulations to Team OE on winning the first ever season of LUC Champions Rising. With this, they will be getting a prize award of 2.5k INR, and also they will be getting an invite to our exclusive invitational tourney coming up by LevelUp pretty soon. Stay tuned for that as well. And also, guys, make sure to always, hashtag LevelUp your gameplay. So with this, we'll be ending the stream. Thank you for joining us.
And guys, on that note, we'll be ending our stream. Thanks for joining us and making this event and making this tournament possible. We'll be coming back with more events, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you are loving our live streams and all. And press that bell icon so whenever we come live, you can join us.
Dippo on the beat.